hello， 感觉到不是我的，还是做一波，好不好？Yeah. Oh, it means less time waiting on the student start. Oh, well. Anyway, hello. Yes, we're doing 5.3 special program stream, and then we're doing some of the tribal chronicles because I like to do some of those. They seem to have very connected stuff going on, so yeah, going to be doing those as well. And they're short. Well, short of them, so yeah. Hopefully doing 2 like I did last time. Oh, oh, Yeah, we got 60 seconds. Yeah. Okay, we're back. Yeah, we'll begin shortly. Gammon, 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 gammon. This one, yeah. Almost time. Almost time. Is that over? Me will begin shortly. Yeah, it's probably forced me that. I don't know, I think anyway. Yeah, see if you. Here we go. Here we go.
相传在魔神战争时期，敌月有一神山，山上有一巨树，
Oh, we've got Chinese for this bit.
名桃兜。若人一生罪孽深重，死后魂魄便无法越过桃兜，抵达彼岸。
哇，香菱，你也穿了新衣服呀？哎呀，那就快夸本堂主眼光好。
Oh, fantastic.
你好，我是陈玉鼓手工艺工会的蓝燕。叶枫。漫剑翩翩。
我们将在今晚布下大阵，借用往生堂秘法焚烧死气。 若要不辞大阵，代价是要有去的。
以后你要是想我了，就看看这根梅枝吧。快洗漱一下，收拾东西。走了。
旅行者，凯蒙，你们来了，抄近道吧。戴好头盔，上车。
超速了吧，这个超速了吧。
归火圣夜巡礼被赋予了新的意义，而这一伟大赛事就快要开始了。旅行者，
他终于要来宣布统治烟迷主了。
不会吧，哥们？你再说一遍。啊，天哪！不会吧，哥们？再来一组。啊，谢谢教练。
拿下！
点燃吧！动力全开！恭喜太阳的轰鸣！
不要用这种眼神看着我。履行盟约吧，星魔们！灭口交给你们俩了，由烟丹腾起吧。
我有个无论如何都想知道的事，在我的记忆中，我似乎从来没见过队长睡觉。
再等一等，战士们呐！终有一日，我会将你们带到约定的地方。
虽然古名已经完成，但还魂师也是要在胜利之后才能生效，更别说火神大人的结局已经指向了死亡。
一旦决定出发，就必须尽快消灭罪魁祸首，否则就算我们抵抗深渊侵蚀的能力再强，最终也会被污染与瓦解。
这才是真正的孤独，真正的被世界抛弃。
怎么会？
让你们的死亡如饥似渴，赋予他的真容吧！
救光！
漆黑的全盛之力，正是你们的屠戮。我将夺取、侵吞，最后毁灭一切。
我们不会孤军奋战。
Power Traveler。
降临者的生命比你想象中更有价值。你亲手捏碎了世界的希望。
此地会迎来怎样的结果，我毫无兴趣。
I was not expecting to hear his music on this screen. Hello, Darway. Darway? No, not Darway.
Hello， 各位旅行者们，好久不见！欢迎来到《原神》5.3版本的前瞻节目，我是你们熟悉的战斗设计师鸡哥。那今天啊特别热闹，我邀请来了2位幕后的神秘嘉宾。那个2位小伙伴给大家打个招呼吧。
Hello， 旅行者们，大家好，我应该是你们的老朋友了，我是战斗设计师杨神。
Hello， 我是大家的新朋友，任务设计师绿少，初次见面，请多关照。
欢迎2位。
就刚才看鸡哥在那边点火，一瞬间我还以为到了纳塔竞技场的画室处。
确实啊，这里这么多火炬，就让我想到纳塔，再加上刚刚放的现场音乐，着实是有一些氛围感。
对啊，看来大家还在回味刚才的还魂师剧情啊。不过啊，这次的魔神任务名字确实也带了还魂师3个字啊，叫炽烈的还魂师，也确实很符合我们今天现场的这个氛围啊。
那鸡哥既然提到了，那我们就赶紧进入正题吧。先从5.3版本的魔神任务开始给大家介绍介绍。
行啊，那纳塔的故事情节发展至今啊，大家的感受或许也会有一些变化啊。我记得在5.0的时候啊，可能旅行者们还对纳塔要进行的这场战争啊没有太多的体会，而从5.1的魔神任务开始，我们从社区里啊看到有不少的旅行者的心态，其实发生了一些微妙的变化。那大家也从亲身体验当中感受到了这种对抗深渊的战争本身有多么的残酷。
有所体会。现在的纳塔因为深渊的入侵牺牲了很多人，但也有很多的勇士在为保卫纳塔而战。
还魂师这个主题其实也串联了纳塔不少重要的内容，不管是部族的勇士们，还是一帮的旅行者，大家都曾在对抗深渊时受到了还魂师的指引与庇护。
虽然之前已经击退了深渊，但它还是潜藏在夜神之国的深处。而短暂的休整之后，旅行者也终于要踏上了直面深渊的旅程了。
没错，那在对抗深渊的路上啊，相信我们的旅行者也并不会孤单。那些在纳塔旅途当中曾经结识的人们呢，他们也一定会伸出援手的。
我觉得呀，这其中最关键的人物应该就是纳塔的神明马维卡了。他从500年前就开始筹备对抗深渊的计划了，到现在也终于只差这最后一步了。漫长的抗争即将迎来转机，用马维卡自己的话来说，就是这一次他想亲手打碎这样的宿命。
你这是现学现用啊，因为刚刚 PV 当中啊，他也有类似的台词。那感觉从 PV 当中我们能看到啊，马维卡和旅行者有一个携手合作的画面，从中我们也能略窥一二。
而旅行者这边有着马维卡、希诺宁、希特拉利以及各个部族伙伴们的协助，相信战前的准备也一定会顺利。
在之前的主线故事当中，我们也从希特拉利的口中了解到，利用死之之争的力量击退深渊，势必要付出巨大的代价的。但我还是希望对抗深渊的勇士们能够平安归来。
对啊，就像纳塔的人们常说的那样，我们不会孤军奋战，所以我们也得相信他们，相信纳塔。那有些旅行者估计也会好奇啊，除了马维卡和纳塔的勇士们，那还有一位关键人物队长。那队长的故事到底会是一个怎样的走向呢？不过这里我们还是得先卖个关子，留给各位旅行者亲自在5.3版本上线之后去体验吧。
还有，千万不要忘了，在5.3版本期间完成魔神任务第5章第5幕，就可以领取额外的500原石奖励。
那刚刚啊，大家都说非常关心马维卡在剧情当中的表现。那接下来的时间里呢，我们就详细的聊一聊这位在5.3版本当中的绝对关键人物。
作为战争国度纳塔的神明，正因为马维卡有着足够强大的实力，所以才承担起了许多类似拯救纳塔这样巨大的责任。
而且马维卡是很特别的，相信旅行者们对其他国家的神明也都非常熟悉了，但马维卡是目前为止唯一一名曾经是人类的神明。也正是因为如此，他更能体会纳塔人现在的困难。
是的，是的。那我们之前还开玩笑啊，就如果要在提瓦特评选一个最强人类，那马维卡一定是一个非常有竞争力的人选。
是啊，毕竟没有哪个人类会像他一样有如此壮烈的过去，还经历了500年的岁月磨砺。
是啊，那既然如此，不如让我们先通过一条短片了解一下火神马维卡的英姿吧。
Ready to ride.
Oh, we got English voice for her. Okay. Then fly.
Full throttle. Yeah. Yeah. Rise with the sun.
那不愧是火神啊！那看完感觉整个人都要燃起来了。
虽然参与了整个开发过程，但亲自看到他的战斗表现，我还是会被震撼到的。
对呀，我第一次看到他的战斗表现的时候也非常惊讶。不过也可以说，他很符合我在制作剧情内容的时候对他强大实力的想象。
所以啊，我们在考虑玩法的时候，也想做一些符合他身份和经历的设计。
哎，那要不杨神你跟我们仔细聊聊呗？
为了凸显马维卡的领袖气质呢，我们为他设计了2套战斗模组，其中一套是以挥舞双手剑为主的战斗姿态，而另外一套则是驾驶齿轮车进行的特殊战斗模式。
哎，那这2套模组它具体在玩法上有什么差异呢？
是这样的，在双手剑状态下呢，马维卡除了自己能在场上展开攻击以外，还能在后台协助其他角色进行攻击，对敌人造成火元素伤害。而在驾驶齿轮车的时候啊，马维卡可以将这份力量化为己用，对敌人造成火元素范围伤害。
刚才在看 PV 的时候，其实我就在想，这个齿轮车应该马维卡不只拿它用来战斗吧？
当然了，齿轮车本身也是一种高速的地面代步工具嘛，玩家可以享受风驰电掣的高速旅行。哦，对了，制造齿轮车的时候，希诺宁还在其中加装了一些小的设计。这些特殊的小设计啊，能允许齿轮车在特定的情况下展现出一些额外的移动性能。除了直接使用元素战技召唤齿轮车之外，玩家还可以通过纳塔特有的夜魂传递，在前台角色处于各种特殊状态下，让马维卡以驾驶齿轮车的形态出场。此外呢，马维卡在队伍中的时候还会降低夜魂传递的冷却时间。
那岂不是可以让纳塔的角色们实现无缝衔接了吗？这下我有点期待旅行者们的跑酷操作了。
除此之外呢，马维卡的元素爆发也非常的特殊。马维卡并不依赖元素能量来启动自己的元素爆发，而是依赖战役。当队伍中的角色消耗夜魂值，或者通过普通攻击命中敌人时，马维卡都可以获得战役。当战役超过一定量以后呢，马维卡就可以释放元素爆发了。在此基础之上，当战役越多，元素爆发的威力也就会越强。而他的2个固有天赋，一个是在触发夜魂迸发的时候提升马维卡的攻击力，而另外一个则会在马维卡释放元素爆发后，根据释放的战役提升当前场上角色所造成的伤害。
所以马维卡他既可以正面作战，也可以在后场进行支援，战斗风格可以说是多种多样哈。哎呀，真不愧是纳塔战争的国度的神明呢。
所以啊，为了更好地发挥马维卡的能力，旅行者们可以挑选那些以普通攻击为主或者能消耗夜魂值的伙伴跟他组队。这样的话，不仅可以让马维卡更加高效地积累战役，而且呢，马维卡也可以利用自己的能力协助这些伙伴。
除了刚才介绍的内容外，在完成5.3的魔神任务后，想要进一步了解马维卡的旅行者们，也可以体验他的传说任务。
你说到传说任务啊，我听说啊，这次的传说任务内容还挺重磅的。那我在这里可以先透露一些给大家，旅行者啊将会在睡梦当中收到一个让人震惊的消息。
听说这个消息还是希特拉利在梦里告诉旅行者的。
等，两位，等一下，这个是我们现在可以说的吗？
没事，这个又不涉及什么核心内容。再说了，只能说啊，知道了这个消息的马维卡呀，他一定要亲自出面。
鸡哥，算了，我们不能再说了哈。不过我可以小小的透露给大家的是，我们会再次和纳塔的小伙伴们一起参加一次前所未有的归火圣夜巡礼，也会在事件调查的途中遇到一只有着奇怪口头禅的小荣翼龙
啊！你看，又是归火圣夜巡礼，又是小荣翼龙，你这个悬念是一个接一个，还不让我说。
当然，具体是什么样的消息，又会遇上怎么样的事件，马维卡他又会有怎样的反应，就还请旅行者们到游戏中实际去体验了。最后完成马维卡的传授任务，还可以领取他的培养材料，大家千万不要忘了哦。
对了，还有一件事呀，除了刚才大家介绍的这些内容之外，我们还有一部动画短片也即将播出，大家或许可以从中认识到500年前的马维卡。那下面我们来看一段预告吧。
You get us the goddamn trailer.
Do you think there'll be sunsets like this in the far future too?
After the evening flame burns away all evil, the peaceful night will finally arrive. Hey sis, you have a mission to do. Remember?
I do. There's people watching this sky. I can't keep them waiting.
其实除了火神啊，还有一些人也在为拯救娜塔而奔走，比如说烟迷主的希特拉利。夜神之国呢，因为深渊的冲击而破损，很多的灵魂不能返回夜神之国了。而在娜塔四处的游荡，希特拉利啊正在尽力帮助这些无家可归的灵魂。
在与深渊惨烈的对抗中，希特拉利应该是娜塔最能直观感受到战争所能带来的创伤的人之一了。
没错，毕竟他是烟迷主部族最厉害的大萨满，对娜塔地脉中的变化的感知也会更加的敏锐。
那毕竟是能力越大，责任越大嘛。那在之前的魔神任务剧情当中啊，相信大家对这位性格比较特别，然后对旅行者呢也格外关照的奶奶印象应该非常深刻。
我还记得在5.1魔神任务里面，旅行者和派蒙当时不小心听到了希特拉利的心声
啊，对，没错。
后来跟他提起的时候，他的反应可有趣了，确实是一位看起来有点表里不一的奶奶呢。
没错，
感觉她是那种看起来有点难以琢磨，但是面对重要的事情的时候，又会显现出不同一面的人。就有的时候觉得他不修边幅，看起来像是在自暴自弃，但其实关键的时候又是很可靠的。
毕竟拥有黑曜石奶奶这样传说级别的称号，那必然也是有些特殊的能力吧。
那相信旅行者们呀，也肯定非常的好奇，他在实际战斗当中会有怎样的表现？那不如我们一起来看一看吧。
Never late. Get to work. See Lolling, it's Papa. Get him.
What? That face.
在战斗中呢，希特拉利可以驱使冰元素神之眼的力量，为队伍中的伙伴提供护盾和增益。而在满足一定条件的时候，希特拉利还能提供持续的冰元素输出。
我刚才看到有2个类似布偶的小东西，他们也和希特拉利的技能有关吧？
没错，大家现在看到的这2个小跟班呢，黑色的小家伙叫做伊兹帕帕，白色的大家伙呢叫做希特拉林。就是在战斗和探索中的时候啊，他们也会为希特拉利奶奶提供各种各样的帮助。包括并不限于当抱枕啊、做靠垫啊，甚至还会被当做武器丢出去。
这种各种帮助是不是有点过于全面了呀？就连烟迷主自己能够跃起并在空中飘行的能力，也找他们2位给代劳了。真不愧是黑曜石奶奶呢。
和欧洛伦一样，就是在当前场上的角色处于空中状态的时候，希特拉利也能够以夜魂加持的状态入场。
那想必希特拉利和欧罗伦一样，对烟迷主部族的种种特殊能力也应该是驾轻就熟的吧？
没错。实不相瞒，当我们接到设计需求的时候，就一直在想怎么能够在技能当中体现它的这些特点。就比如小跟班唤起的风暴，就象征着黑曜石奶奶的怒气，惹怒奶奶的人可是要小心了。
这2个小跟班虽然看起来非常好玩，但在战斗中没想到也是非常可靠的呢。
是的。释放元素战技呢，希特拉利会展开护盾，获得夜魂值，并且进入夜魂加持状态，并召唤出黑色的伊兹帕帕。而当希特拉利的夜魂值超出一定值时，伊兹帕帕也会进入狂暴状态，卷起双陨风暴攻击周围的敌人。而希特拉利的元素爆发呢，则会驱使2个小跟班同时出击，就是那种他最不耐烦的时候，不管你们是谁，给我一起上的那种感觉。
没想到奶奶在战斗中也有这么可爱的一面。
而它的元素爆发不仅会造成伤害，还会在爆炸后为希特拉利恢复一定的夜魂值。
说到这里，杨生，我有一个小小的疑问，我现在已经有这么多的角色了，那么希特拉利奶奶她有什么独特的过人之处吗？
首先啊，希特拉利跟他的大孙子欧罗伦一样，可以在后台的时候保持夜魂加持状态。而当希特拉利处于夜魂加持状态时，可以降低冻结和融化反应影响到的敌人的水火元素抗性。同时呢，希特拉利也会恢复一定的夜魂值。
那你听听我这么理解是不是对的啊？也就是说，我应该在队伍中加入水元素和火元素伤害的角色，借由希特拉利的特性来提升他们所造成的伤害。
我觉得你理解的挺到位的。
那杨神分享了不少战斗情报，我这边也来分享一些和奶奶有关的内容。在5.3版本，我们会开启烟迷主部族祭文的第3幕。在第3幕的剧情中，旅行者将有机会了解到这位黑曜石奶奶漫长生命中所经历到的故事。通过希特拉利的视角， 来探究记忆与历史本身的意义。
你说的对。哎，但我听说奶奶是个会在家中囤清药粥跟零食的宅女，那这次剧情我有办法去求证一下吗？我只是求证，没别的意思。
我虽然很想告诉你，但是我还是不能出卖奶奶的。不过我只能说，这次的剧情里，旅行者将会对希特拉利有着更深入的了解。哎呀，好了，不要起哄了啊！对了，在限定时段内完成烟迷主部族祭文第3幕的任务，可以额外获得希特拉利的培养材料。
哎，说到希特拉利的培养材料，在烟迷主部族附近的洞窟中啊，还有一位隐士，在等待着给予前来挑战的冒险者一场用色彩织就的试炼。而通过这位隐士的考验，就可以获得希特拉利的角色图稿素材了。
感觉我们刚才说完了马维卡和希特拉利，那想想我们旅行者好像在纳塔没有获得类似纳塔本地人的力量赐福啊。那在5.0的前瞻直播当中啊，我也跟大家有提到过，因为某些特殊的原因啊，旅行者还不能和纳塔的7天神像产生共鸣。
哎，鸡哥，你既然都这么说了，是不是就意思是？
没错。那么在5.3版本的魔神任务当中呢，在一个非常特殊的时刻，旅行者将会获得火元素力，那这也将会成为剧情当中的关键转折点。而旅行者获取的这份力量呀，也将帮助纳塔的大家更好的抵御深渊的侵袭。那关于旅行者的火元素力啊，还有一个特别的地方，不知道大家还记不记得啊？在剧情里面，我们从希特拉利那里获得了一个叫圣叶履之的道具。它会记录旅行者在纳塔留下的各种事迹。
没错，随着圣叶履之的故事记录的愈发的完整，旅行者的火元素力就会越发的强大。而在过去每个部族的部族祭文任务中，我们会获取一个名为卓然的岁元矿的道具。
没错，那这个岁元矿，
这个，我们先就此打住哈，再说下去我们的设计目的都被你曝光完了。接下来的内容还是让旅行者们自己去游戏中好好的体验吧。
哎呀，虽然大家在纳塔对抗了这么久的深渊力量，也并不是第一次和他们交手了。那对于这些深渊魔物，你第一时间能想到的描述词是什
么？邪恶、强大且黑暗吧。毕竟它深深地隐藏于提瓦特大陆的阴影中，又在不断侵蚀着这个世界的各个角落。
好，那除了这3个词啊，我感觉还有另一个词也可以用来形容它，那就是狡诈。那为什么这么说呢？因为深渊造物啊，往往会提取地脉当中的记忆，模仿出提瓦特的强大生物。那越是强大的深渊生物，那就越能拟态出强大的怪物。
那么作为最强大的深渊本体，它又能拟态出什么超乎想象的姿态呢？我们一起来看看吧。
Oh gosh, what's the burning field again? Oh no. Oh, hello.
没错，深渊模仿的对象是提瓦特最强大的元素生命体之一——元素龙王。
那深渊抽取了残留在地脉当中的记忆，拟态出了这位元素龙王，也就是我们面前的敌人石灭的原焰之主。
哎呀，看来旅行者们这次要打一场真正的硬仗了。
是的。作为战斗设计师呢，我可以给大家一些小小的策略建议。举个例子来说啊，原焰之主会不断的向旅行者们发动袭击，而且呢，会试图在战斗中摧毁旅行者们所在的平台，不断的去缩小我们的安全交战区域，把我们逼入绝境。所以呢，在躲避原焰之主的攻击的同时啊，旅行者们要时刻注意战斗区域的变化哦。
当然，那它也和其他的深渊魔物一样呀。高频率的元素攻击可以破除它的特殊状态，而夜魂性质的元素攻击则会更加有效。旅行者们也可以尝试发挥队伍中角色的独特能力，尝试不同的应对策略。那值得一提的是啊，旅行者们在获得火元素力之后，在面对石灭的原焰之主时啊，也会有额外的优势哦。那接下来， 是不是该到了激动人心的活动祈愿环节了？
是的。那么在5.3版本的上半期呢，火神马维卡和希特拉利将会加入角色活动祈愿。
5星双手剑焚耀千阳以及5星法器祭星者之望也会加入武器活动祈愿。
Phase 2 of course being Ransom, right?
哎，这就讲完了吗？咱们不是应该还有没讲完的部分？
哎，鸡哥你别着急啊，剩下的部分和后续的介绍内容是有关的，留给你鸡哥晚点分享吧。
哦 ，OK， 行，那确实啊，刚才我们一下子讲了好多的内容，也确实需要旅行者们消化一下。那各位旅行者可以先休息一下，在马上到来的环节里，我们会为旅行者们带来海灯节的信息以及更多的祈愿安排，千万不要走开哦。
Definitely interesting game. Off we go. Definitely interesting game though. Let's go Spiral Island. Oh, come on. Hey, I think I'm trying to get that. Let's come up. Good one. I'm not sure of it. Maybe. Depends on how the balls go, I guess.
各位旅行者们，欢迎回来。那在这个环节呢，我也请到了一位大家的老朋友石头。
各位旅行者，大家好，我是原神的美术石头，很高兴又和大家见面了。
哎，那看今天周围的场景，想必大家已经猜到了，接下来的内容呢会和海灯节有关了。那么今年的海灯节会有什么新的内容呢？哎，这个东西，石头，你是在暗示今年海灯节的主角是胡桃？
哎，没错，在今年的海灯节上，胡桃遇到了一些困难，让他有些心神不宁。
Oh my god！
胡桃都心神不宁，那得是多困难的事儿啊！
这个我就先不剧透了，还是留给旅行者们自行体验吧。不过你没有发现胡桃有什么不一样吗？
哎，他好像穿上了一套新的衣装。
没错。 胡桃的新衣装是香菱拜托枫丹设计师专门设计的，名为素雪桃红。大家知道，香菱和胡桃从小就是在一起的好朋友了。香菱是希望他能换一个新衣服，换一个好心情。那当然，胡桃也很快回赠了香菱。这次香菱的衣装岁月欢华，我们尝试了一些新的创作风格，有很多可爱的锅巴元素。只要旅行者们在海灯节期间 达到一定的节庆热度之后，就可以免费领取了。
哇，那这套衣装也很活泼呀！看来今年的海灯节，旅行者们或许能够看到他们焕然一新的一面了。
没错，说到焕然一新的一面啊，我们就不得不提到另外一个老朋友了，叫钟离。哦，哎，我们的钟离先生他竟然带钱出门了，
那这确实是一件稀罕的事情啊。
对，不过这次钟离还是没有带魔了。哦，这回他带的是里约港最近流行的给予钱啊，可以拿来相互赠送。 而且到时候还会有一个很大的钱币装置，旅行者们可以尝试互动一下，据说可以带来好福运哦。
哎，很大的钱币装置会不会是总务司设置在那儿的？
没错，这次总务司确实花了大手笔，而且在里约港布置了一个特别引人注目的明宵灯，以及一些奇特图案的屏风。这些图案的背后还隐藏着一个名为“八旗炼陶兜”的故事。
哦，八旗炼陶兜，哎，这个我知道。 里约港的云锦的新戏唱的就是这个故事吧？
没错，为了演好这出戏，云先生可没少费功夫钻研练习。旅行者们如果有时间，可一定要去听听看。
哎，看起来会是一个很特别的故事呀。哎，不过说起来呀，这个八旗炼陶兜中的八旗，应该指的是8位传说中的奇人。
没错，这其中一旗其实是古里约的奇门算术祖师陈玉谷12部民中的蓝氏。
哎，等等，蓝氏，有这么巧的事情吗？
哦，怎么了？
因为今年啊，总务司在海灯节就邀请了蓝氏的后代蓝燕蓝师傅参与今年海灯节接会的筹备工作。那这次接会啊，有一些小藤人就出自于他的手艺。
那我们来一起了解一下这位新朋友吧。
swift as the swallow.
哎，那看起来蓝师傅是一位很轻盈灵动的姑娘呀。
哎，不仅体态轻盈，而且手艺也非常灵巧。
对，那刚才看到的小藤人也很精巧。哎，不过我看到她的额头上还贴着符文，那这个设计还挺奇特的。
哎，没错，这是因为蓝燕出生于奇门世家，她的家族擅长各种方术，藤人之所以贴着符文，也是跟这个有关系的。
那这些藤人也是传承下来的技艺吗？
哎，没错，是传承下来的。当然，蓝燕的长辈也编藤人，只不过没有蓝燕编的这样精致，反而是有点潦草，有点吓人。蓝燕小时候还因此对藤人产生过一点心理阴影，于是呢，他就开始改良藤人的模样。哦，结果蓝燕编着编着，一下子天赋爆发了。这个如今他已经是陈玉谷手工艺工会的大师了，什么篮子、帽子、花瓶，甚至是家具，他都能用藤条给你编出来，而且做工非常精巧。
哎，既然他这么厉害，那他的族人是不是也对他很重视？期待靠他去发扬家业什么的？
哦，他本人倒不一定有这样的野心。这个姑娘平时比较松弛，凡事讲究开心就好。
哦，原来如此。不过呀，你别看她轻盈娇小啊，蓝燕在战斗的时候还是很有力量的。蓝燕会将自身的风元素神之眼的力量融入到传承的奇门秘术当中，使用特制的武器向敌人发起攻击。
哦，这武器还蛮特别的。
蓝燕可以利用这些特别的武器进行突进位移，还能够获取护盾，协助战斗。在突进位移之后呢，蓝燕还可以再次腾跃到空中，在空中对敌人造成伤害。
哇，厉害！这个身手的确利落啊。那还有什么别的战斗要点吗？
借助固有天赋，蓝燕的元素战技的突进攻击，在命中敌人之后，可以根据所接触的元素，使自己的护盾发生元素转化。而他在空中追加的攻击，也会在这种情况下附加对应的元素伤害。蓝燕的元素爆发，则是踏出一个阵法，牵引敌人，并造成数次伤害。
啊，真的厉害！那在战斗之外，他还有什么一技之长吗？
哎，当然有了。得益于常年呀在陈玉谷群山间游历的经验，蓝燕在队伍当中时，队伍中自己的角色接近金蝶等部分生物时，也不会惊动他们。
哇，那我就有点心动了哈！我什么时候能抽到这个角色啊？
哎，那这我就要接着之前没有讲完的祈愿信息来说了。在5.3版本的下半期，阿雷奇诺和克洛琳德将进入活动起源当中。与此同时，刚才介绍的蓝燕也将加入到当期的活动起源中，并大幅提升获取概率。
哦，可以。这个都快过节了，鸡哥，我们能不能再任性一点？就比如说这个之前的一些角色，对吧？我老跟你提过的，我一直想抽的申鹤，安排一下。比如说这次海灯节，我们也搞一个极路祈愿什么的。
关于极路祈愿呀，今年的海灯节我确实有些安排，但这也正是我接下来想要说的内容啊。我们一开始其实就已经想到了要在海灯节开放一次以璃月角色为主的极路祈愿但是我们发现一个问题啊，就是由于极路祈愿自身的限制，有部分角色呢，它没有办法快速的加入该祈愿活动，而是要等待漫长的数次复刻，就包括你刚才讲到的申鹤。
哦，你这么一说，确实好像申鹤到今天为止，我们只复刻了1次，对吧？不满足加入这个极路祈愿的条件，但是，鸡哥，咱们也不能让玩家就这么一直等下去吧？
这么说也没错啊。比如说今天啊，在座的开发组的同学也有不少在等它复刻。
哎，我就是。
那我相信啊，正在观看节目的旅行者们也是如此。我们之前啊有一些规则设置确实是有不合理的地方，同时呢也收到了很多来自旅行者们的意见。所以今天啊，我要告诉大家一个好消息哦，那就是从5.3版本开始，后续的角色进入极路祈愿的限制将会降低。而在5.3版本当期，我们也会开放一次极路祈愿，届时也会有更多的角色可以加入到这次祈愿当中了。
哦，太好了！那这样的话，大家也能更快的跟自己想要获取的角色见面了。但是不太对啊，鸡哥。
哪里不对了？
这几个角色我都想要，但是我的钱包真的不允许啊。
这也没错，就告诉大家一个，在5.3版本当期，我们也会开放一次极路祈愿，届时等着大家，帮助大家在这个新年成功与自己中意的角色相聚。首先是自选璃月4星的活动，完成海灯节的活动任务，旅行者们就可以邀约其中自选。 可以5点加入角色加入到自己的队伍中了。
哦，我看到了，刚才我们介绍的新角色蓝焰也在里面，
没错。
应该
这个，但是比起免费的4星角色啊，我也很想要原石
啊！你先别急啊，这次啊，我们不仅有原石，还有纠缠之源。我们还包办了旅行者们的养成内容，在5.3版本期间呢，完成限时签到活动就可以领取总计10枚纠缠之源。不仅如此啊，今年的海灯节答谢邮件里，除了会送出1600原石之外，还将包含至实之冕、祝圣之霜在内的稀有养成资源。
哦，可以啊，从生满天赋到极品圣遗物胚子的养成资源都有啊。
当然啊，之前也和大家预告过的 Xbox 风之翼也会在5.3版本期间通过邮件限时发放给所有的旅行者。
哎，除了刚才我们讲的那些，据我所知，我们这次的海灯节活动也非常有趣，不容错过。
是的，那今年的海灯节啊，我们给大家准备了一些全新的玩法，旅行者们在游玩时就能够提升活动进度，获取奖励了。
哇，那小派萌要高兴坏了。
没错，那小派萌在做活动时总是最积极的那一个了。第一个活动是一个消除类玩法——八旗乱斗。
哇，这些小藤人也挺可爱的啊，不愧是蓝焰的手笔。
在对战中呢，旅行者需要控制方块的下落方式，通过多个同色方块相连来消除场地上的方块。
哦，
每个藤人都有不同的技能，善加利用就能打出漂亮的连击，击败敌人，赢得胜利。旅行者们不仅可以挑战不同难度的敌人，还可以选择联机对战，来享受对局的乐趣。
哦，那好啊。哎，那除了休闲类玩法，有没有那种你知道战斗爽的玩法，对吧？你是了解我的，我还是更喜欢挑战游戏中高难度的关卡。
哎，那我们当然也有准备啦。海灯节的第2个玩法就是战斗挑战玩法——灯下演武。在这个玩法中，旅行者可以通过各种方式尽量获取高分。在局内可以选择不同的秘策来提升队伍获取积分的能力，从而刷取更高的得分。通过合理的配对和策略选择，获得的积分可能会有几十上百倍的差距哦。以及啊，石头，你刚才说你喜欢高难度挑战，
没错。
那在后续的环节里，还有一个重量级的战斗挑战玩法在等着你。
嘿，你小看我，对我来说有什么高难度挑战？那我可要好好期待一下了。
哎，除了这些热闹的对决之外呢，总务司也布置了一些能做小手工的摊位。旅行者可以根据伙伴的制作请求，做出寄托美好祝愿的祝简，获得朋友们的认可和奖励。
是说那个制作祝简的摊位吧？好像也吸引了不少璃月之外的游客来一起制作。
是的，那璃月的传统是把祝简赠送给亲朋好友，而旅行者可以根据自己的想法，创作出独一无二的祝简，送给提瓦特的伙伴们，获得特别的祝语纹样。除此之外，旅行者之间也可以互赠哦。
哎，另外我听说啊，这次海灯节期间，阿山婆的玩具摊也上新了，旅行者们可以从阿山婆那里买到枭灯啊！
啊，枭灯啊，听到这个名字啊，确实是有点怀念。我记得上一次见到它已经是在1.3版本。
1.3版本，
那不知道现在还有多少旅行者的背包当中收藏着它？
我就有很多啊，我都不舍得放呢。相信很多旅行者也跟我一样，提到海灯节就能想起很多美好的回忆，并且期待着下一次的海灯节。好的。除了海灯节的活动，5.3版本还有一些其他的新内容，让鸡哥也来为大家介绍一下吧。哇，
哎，看到我手里这把琴，我觉得石头应该已经猜到了吧？
我知道了，鸡哥，你说的是音游。
哎，没错。那这次的音游新内容呢，也和我手里的这把琴有些关系。我们先来看一段短片。
Right. Is this becoming a permanent thing?
哎，那看完这段介绍短片呀，我还想再补充一点，旅行者们在这次的音游千音雅集当中，不仅可以使用之前获得的乐器来演奏提瓦特各地的音乐，还可以对已有的曲谱也进行编辑，发布在官方的交流平台上，分享给其他玩家演奏。
旅行者们也可以经常在平台上刷一刷，说不定就有我和基哥的作品在上面啊！
欢迎大家投稿啊！大家千万别让自己的才华被埋没了。当然了，还有非常重要的一点，那就是这次的千音雅集将成为游戏中的一个常驻活动，未来也会陆续的给旅行者们推出更多的新内容。
哇，那就可以随时在原神里玩音游了。
没错，此外，全新的乐器优可琴和巨鼓都可以买到了，大家可以抽空去纳塔流泉之众的金贝乐棚商店看一看。
那我可要马上去买下来。
对。除了常驻的音游以外呢，这一次在纳塔地区也有一些大世界挑战玩法。在活动贤勇成立之众当中，旅行者将受邀对精心准备的挑战关卡进行挑战，为纳塔的战士们树立榜样。这次的活动挑战分布于纳塔的各个部族当中，每场挑战都存在着额外的进阶目标。完成3个部族的进阶目标后，旅行者还能获得一份特殊的纪念礼物。
那为了大家有更好的游戏体验，推荐旅行者们完成纳塔魔神任务第5章第5幕之后再来参与，说不定还能偶遇自己喜欢的角色呢。
哎，石头，你还记得吗？上个环节我有说过，还有一个重量级的战斗玩法在等着你。在全新的战斗玩法凶魁巨怪掺后路中，玩家需要集结角色，挑战4个强大的首领级敌人。那在这里我先友情提示一下各位旅行者呀，此次挑战的最高难度，非常的考验大家的心理承受能力。
这么神秘吗？你越是这么说，我就越是想要挑战一下。
哎，不过呢，如果旅行者们成功的击败了他们，就可以点击挑战记录当中的分享按钮，把自己得意的队伍阵容和挑战数据分享给朋友们炫耀啦。那对高难度共斗感兴趣的旅行者，也可以邀请其他人一起进行双人挑战哦。
哎，我听说这次的活动委托人也有些来头，
这个嘛，现在就不具体透露了。不过它会带来一些特别的情报。哎，石头，你还记得有个叫罗德卡莱的地方吗？
哦，记得。我们的老朋友利本，对吧？之前就提到过诺德卡莱，印象里是一片位于至东南端的区域。
没错，那这是一个危险又生机勃勃的地方。虽然目前的情报不太多，但是通过这位神秘的委托人，我们还是可以了解到不少线索，旅行者们可以关注一下。那接下来的活动我说一个名字你就知道了。斗虫，你有印象吗？
哦，当然有，忘不了。我记得斗虫是1斗从到期带到璃月的一个斗蛐蛐玩法。
没错，1斗的小弟花脚玉匠如今跟随了闲云的弟子树玉学习机关术，他现在已经可以指挥鬼斗虫和湖中的各种魔物模型战斗了。
哇，这不是吧，哥们儿，这还是元神吗？鬼斗虫已经打深渊法师了，他还可以跳到空中躲避地面的攻击。
对，这次的斗虫活动，我们新增了跳跃浮空的玩法。除了跳跃之外，它还能在空中蓄力，攻击到敌人的弱点，还能造成更多的伤害。而在这些活动的末尾呢，我们也将上线全新的圣才遗勇活动。在圣才遗勇活动中，玩家可以双倍获取天赋培养素材或者武器突破材料。值得一提的是旅行者们可以无视日期的限制，自由的选择刷取的素材了。
哦，太好了，那我终于不用选日子刷本了。
没错，
旅行者们千万不要错过哦。
就和以前一样，项目组会一直持续不断的关注旅行者朋友们的意见和建议。这次也带来了一些新的内容和大家分享，我们一起看看。在这些优化项目中，有一些我得单独调出来给大家讲讲。首先是提升指南的优化，我们在角色界面增加了提升指南的一键跳转入口，提升指南的圣遗物、武器、天赋等界面内容的排版也会变得更加的直观和清晰。同时，我们会在 5.3 版本将背包内圣遗物的持有上限提升至2100个。
这个我很需要，我玩了这么长时间，背包都装不下了。
另外还有 BOSS 的挑战体验也将迎来一次史诗级的优化。玩家口中的40体 BOSS 从 5.3 版本开始起， 会在挑战结束之后立刻原地刷新，再也不用传送到其他地方了。
哦，这个确实是史诗级啊！终于可以原地爽刷了。
是的，那我们的出发点肯定还是以大家的游戏体验为第一位嘛。那5.3版本的更多优化内容，旅行者们还可以关注后续的版本公告。除了活动玩法和优化之外，这次会享游记玩法也新增了万叶和甘雨的游记外观以及对应的关卡，大家也可以多关注。另外，在5.3版本有一些老朋友也将会加入到七神召唤当中，新的角色牌以及行动牌也等待着大家去收集。
而且我记得这次更新的纳塔角色牌也会有和角色一样的夜魂状态哦。
没错。哎，石头，你看，场下的工作人员说有位大家的老朋友到了，那我们先稍作休息，一会儿再见。
啊，终于来了，那我们一会儿见。
That's good. Redemption codes. Okay.
旅行者们好，我是大家老朋友大伟哥。刚刚我一直在台下听大家的分享啊，鸡哥和石头讲了很多我们新版本的信息啊，都特别的有意思。
哎，你看大伟哥，你来都来了，为什么不赶紧加入我们呀？
那我不是看你和石头很游刃有余吗？想让你们锻炼锻炼。
我们俩老演员了。
对。
不过这次呢，我也没有空手而来啊，我准备了一些游戏外的情报，想和旅行者们分享一下。5.3版本啊，恰逢年末新出，在此隆冬之际啊，我们也想邀请旅行者们共享这份来自火焰的温暖，一起来看看这支在冬日也能让大家燃起来的短片预告吧。接下来啊，我们也会在线上线下开展一系列与马威卡同行的主题活动，欢迎旅行者们关注官方社媒获取相关资讯。在5.3版本期间啊，我们也将为旅行者带来第5张角色主题专辑《闪耀的群星舞》，将收录由 Hoya Mix 音乐团队为原神游戏角色创作的原声音乐。
我还记得西诺营的说唱超级炫酷带感，我看了好多遍啊，这次终于可以在音乐平台收听了。
那闪耀的群星舞中也将包含仆人阿雷奇诺、西格文、闲云、基尼奇等好听的角色音乐，旅行者们敬请期待。
今天项目的同学们啊，和我们分享了很多精彩内容。在即将到来的5.3版本啊，纳塔的魔神任务也将迎来高潮和尾声。但旅行者们在纳塔的旅途并未结束，我知道还有很多新内容啊等待着大家。哎，咱们要不要趁这个机会和大家再多讲一讲？
那大伟哥既然都这样说了，那我也来给大家提前透露一下我们未来的一些信息，或者说是规划吧。5.3版本的魔神任务完成后，还有一个纳塔地区的部族为与我们正式见面，那就是伊安山所在的沃路之邦。和其他的部族一样，沃路之邦也有自己的龙伙伴，并且也在纳塔对抗深渊的历史上有着重要的地位。如果大家还记得5.1版本的魔神任务剧情的话，伊安山他在未能支援自己家乡的时候呀，是一位名为瓦雷莎的勇士在保护部族的大家，还有来自花语会的兽医伊法，他们也都会在后续的剧情当中陆续和大家见面。
哎，看来后面还有不少新朋友呀。
是的，那在纳塔这一年的版本当中，还会有很多的新面孔与大家见面，他们有一些呢是纳塔的本地人，还有一些来自于旅行者们已经熟知的国度，还有一些 就像我在5.0前瞻节目当中提到的那样，他们与提瓦特的命运息息相关。那在接下来的半年多里啊，大家都会逐一的认识他们，并且与他们的命运纠缠在一起。对于更远的规划，就不得不提我们此次前瞻节目再次讲到的神秘地区罗德卡莱了。罗德卡莱是至东南部的一块自治区域，说是自治，但其实在这片区域有着诸多的阵营，为着自己的目的在这片土地上逗留。目前可以透露给大家的是，罗德卡莱将会带给大家与之前的6国截然不同的地区体验。这也是原神一直以团队和产品的进化作为目标向大家许下的承诺。然后今天我还想跟旅行者们多说一点新玩法相关的内容。那刚才我有说到啊，既然团队和产品需要进化，那么除了常规的地区、角色、故事更新以外，我们还在筹划一个大型的玩法模块。在这个模块里，玩家可以动用自己的聪明才智，利用原神已有的内容，构建完全属于自己的游玩关卡。玩家可以自由邀请自己的好友或者陌生人，在这些关卡当中进行解谜、共斗乃至竞技。它同时也会是原神的创作者展示自己才华的舞台。届时也希望大家群策群力，让我们的内容生态建设得更好。
今天听完项目组同学的分享啊，我现在不仅想马上玩到5.3版本，对5.3版本之后的内容啊也是非常的期待。当然啊，我也很高兴我们项目组的同学啊总是能够用心的投入创作，为大家带来更多意想不到的内容。那时间过得好快啊，一转眼呢又到了我们那个节目的尾声啊。我知道其实每次见面啊，项目组同学都有很多话想和旅行者们说。那这次呢，刚好趁着海灯节的祝福啊，和大家说点心里话吧。
是的，每次见面的机会虽然短暂，但是我们都很珍惜。首先还是要感谢各位旅行者能够一直支持和喜欢我们的设计内容，是大家的喜欢让我们一路走到了现在。同时，我也想代表原神的美术团队向旅行者们提前说一声海灯节快乐。未来我们也会用心为大家准备更多精彩的内容。
海灯节快乐！希望旅行者们能够喜欢5.3版本我们为大家准备的内容，也希望即将到来的元旦和春节大家都能开开心心。
咱们的祝福啊很接地气啊，那这么多年彼此陪伴啊，咱们和旅行者们啊更像是朋友或者是家人呢。
是的，现实生活之余，旅行者们要是想歇口气、看看风景，单纯的在原神里面大世界逛一逛也是可以的，散散心。
没错，从写下7天神像那句交互语啊，一直到现在，我们对于制作优秀内容的初心就从未改变。我们也想邀请旅行者们啊，在未来继续与原神相伴同行，一起去感受和经历更多在提瓦特大陆上发生的精彩故事。最后啊，我发现啊，这次5.3版本的更新时间刚好是2025年的1月1日。恰逢新一年的第一天啊，希望各位旅行者在新的一年以及即将到来的新版本中，都能收获属于自己的快乐。
Wishing you all a happy lantern ride and a happy new year.
Is that the end? Yeah, that seems like the end.
大哥搞定了啊！收工。
Okay, is that the end now? Changing over. Yep. Okay, in that case. Change around things. Yep. Do. Here we go. Everyone. Yeah, okay. So first up, Tribal Chronicles. That's good. I believe this. Yeah. Let's do the Children of Echoes first. Because I already started this one, unfortunately. There's a bit forced into it, I didn't realise. I had to avoid this the entire time. Hello. Been a while. You've been here for so long.
Where did you come from? So strong! Let's get out of here, boys! Run! Leave the stuff if you want to live! Drop all of it!
Well, they didn't put up much of a fight.
Thank you so much. I thought I wasn't gonna make it down this mountain alive. Saved by the traveler. Guess my luck's not too bad today. Sorry. Let me introduce myself. I'm Chevin, a gem artisan. I'm not usually this lucky, but maybe things are looking up. She did, huh? I didn't mean to make her worry. I wasn't planning to be gone longer than 2 days, tops. But then, I discovered a new seam of volcanic crystal near the Shadow Pin. It's a large deposit, and the purity is exceptional. I dug up a whole bunch of it and was getting ready to head back. But the phlogiston within the crystals attracted monsters. Anyway, I'm sure you've seen the state this place is in. It's all because the Shadow Pin suddenly came crashing to the ground and left behind a massive crater. The seam I found was closer to the outside, so it survived the disaster. Still, the crash riled up the monsters in the area, and now they're everywhere. I panicked and ran up a narrow path to avoid them. But by the time I was in the clear, I ended up running into those bandits. You showed up in the nick of time.
If the situation was so dangerous, why didn't you just drop the crystals and run?
I left most of them behind, believe me. I only kept the purest chunk. I have to bring it back no matter what. For Tlasoli and poor little Nechka. Right, you wouldn't know. Tlasoli is a former ancient name artisan, and Nechka is her daughter. Oh, you know Shilonen? Try mentioning that name in front of Tlasoli. She could sing Shilonen's praises forever. The foremost expert in ancient names, the future of our tribe, the finest artisan in Natlan. You'll never hear the end of it. I know Tlasoli misses the days when she used to forge ancient names. She'd never say as much, but because of her daughter. Poor Nechka contracted an awful illness, and Tlasoli put everything aside to take care of her. Even as Nechka's illness grew worse, Tlasoli never gave up. Like a torch in the night, she was determined to burn bright, even as darkness encroached from all directions. Still, all's well that ends well. Thanks to the doctor's medicine and the Wyop's protection, Nechka's flame was rekindled. Her condition has been slowly improving ever since. She's still weak, of course, and has to recuperate at home. But she's well enough to write letters already. She often writes to Shilonen, apparently. Her dream is to become an ancient names forger, just like her mother. Her birthday's in a few days, so Tlasoli asked me to find a pure volcanic crystal to give her as a present.
That's right, right.
Talk about an important chunk of ore! What a nice gift! Paimon hopes it helps her feel better.
I'm sure she and her mother appreciate your well wishes. All right, let's head back. I'm sure Imish is worried sick. Actually, why don't you come with me to visit Tlasoli tomorrow? It's all thanks to you that I managed to bring back the crystal. You deserve a reward for helping us protect something so significant.
That's right! A good mood makes for a quick recovery! And of course, we wouldn't say no to a little gift.
Don't worry, something tells me you'll like this one. But I'll let Tlasoli tell you what it is herself.
One of that. Yeah.
Oh, you're early. Looking forward to your gift?
Paimon too, but we're also here to see how Nechka's doing. It can't be easy to recover from such a serious illness. And then there's Tlasoli. She had to give up what she loves. We just want to cheer them up.
I've already asked someone to swing by and let Tlasoli know we're coming. She's probably made all the necessary preparations. Let's go then. Do you mind watching the story, Mish? I'll be right back.
Wars echoes. Definitely not concerning. My elbow table.
Here we are. Nice house, right? Give me a sec, I'll go knock. Tlasoli, open up! They're here! Tlasoli? Are you home? Open the door! That's strange. Huh, the door's locked. But she shouldn't be out at this time of day. Hey, Nechka! Nechka! It's me, Chevin! Open up, please!
Even right down the door.
The two of them. What if Nechka got worse again?
Let's not overthink things. They were doing just fine the last time I was here. Nechka was sleeping soundly in her room. Still, I told Tlasoli we were coming. Maybe she had to take Nechka out to get some medicine.
Hey, what's that over there? Looks like a Tapetlasaur nest.
That's right. Tlasoli has a Tapetlasaur companion. If I remember right, its name is Iengu? When she was still in the forging business, she'd often have Iengu help with some digging work. But since Nechka fell ill, she hasn't let it dig much recently. Wait a minute. What the... This place is a mess! Iengu's nowhere to be seen either.
Whoa, look at all these broken boxes! Something terrible must have happened.
I'll take a look, I guess.
The tracks end at this cliff. Could the Tapetlasaur have climbed up the mountain? Let's head up there and see.
Probably happy. No. Yeah, man. There we go. Okay, now I can hear.
There really is a Tapetlasaur up here. Might not be Tlasoli's companion, though. Paimon still doesn't see any sign of Tlasoli.
Hey, Traveler! Paimon!
Oh, hello.
That's Chevin's voice!
Come down, quick! Tlasoli's here!
Huh? We just got up here and Tlasoli's back already?
Yeah, quite good incidents.
We should head back down. Why is the Tapetlasaur coming along? Whoa, hey, don't run! You'll hit us!
Iengu, come here. Are you being naughty again? Oh, that's a good Saurian. Oh, you must be hungry. Sorry, I'll whip up something for you later. Alright, run along and play now. I'll come along in a sec. Sorry, you two. I was waiting for you at home when Nichka... Well, she snuck out and ran off by herself. She said she just wanted to pick some flowers for our guests. But she ended up getting lost along the way. Luckily, I managed to find her before long.
You alright?
Kevin told us she was just starting to get better.
She's still very weak. The shock and the cold winds certainly didn't help, so she ended up with a slight fever. I gave her some medicine and now she's in bed. But it's nothing a good night's rest can't fix. That said, she won't be able to meet you today. I'm sorry you came all this way for nothing.
Don't worry about it. We know she's still recovering. Chevin told us how serious her illness was. Her health definitely comes first. We were just dropping by to check on her.
Yes, and to run away from eating her vegetables. She's a fast one, that's for sure. She jumps over chairs, hides under the table, then runs all around the house. I can hardly catch her. Seeing how she is now, that's already enough. I really couldn't ask for more.
Hey, cheer up! This is supposed to be a happy occasion. We do appreciate that she tried to welcome us with flowers. Anyway, Tlasoli, about the thing I was telling you before.
Yeah, what did you get us?
Well, it's a blaze gem inscription. I made it from the purest ore, so it's almost completely resistant to erosion. The techniques used to make it are all rooted in ancient name forging. Don't say that or the Wyab might smite me. The process just uses a few of the same techniques and materials. When I first made one, I didn't think it could serve any practical purpose, apart from the erosion resistance and the general aesthetic. But then Chevin suggested using the crystals to make a special kind of ornament.
Blaze gem inscriptions made by an ancient name artisan, engraved with words that never fade. Quite the sales pitch, don't you think?
Wow, that description really does make it seem special.
Tlasoli's blaze gem inscriptions really are special, though. Word of mouth isn't always reliable. As information gets passed along, it becomes incomplete, forgotten, and sometimes even distorted. But the words inscribed on these crystals will stand the test of time. The inscription will never deteriorate, and the meaning will never get twisted. It's the perfect gift for a dear friend or significant other. You could even pass it down to younger generations.
That's interesting. Let's buy one, Traveler. We can engrave our names onto it. Then, once we find your brother, we can get him to add his name as well. That way, our names will be together forever.
You deserve it. You saved me. And Nechka's birthday present. It's the least I can do to repay you.
Chevin, I thought I told you.
Don't you start acting shy too, Tlasoli. It's a great gift. I know how much work goes into one of your blaze gem inscriptions.
Well then, thank you both. I'll have it ready as soon as possible. Then, I'll have you do the inscription yourself. Nechka should be well by then. She'll be very excited to meet you.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We don't even know how expensive that would be. You sure we have enough travel funds? Hold on, this isn't part of some scheme to make us spend all of our mora, right? Chevin?
You never know. You do look like you have some savings to spare.
No, don't listen to that, Traveler. You'll end up losing all your mora.
In any case, it's up to you.
Oh no, it's the Tapatlosaur again! Quick, someone stop it! Paimon doesn't want to get run over again!
Also, if you don't mind, Tlasoli, I'd like you to help me repair my blaze gem inscription. I dropped it when I was attacked earlier. The rope and clasp both snapped, so I haven't been wearing it. I tried fixing it myself, but I just couldn't get it to stay. Could you help?
Just leave it to me. I'll make it as good as new. Thank you, Chevin, for going all that way and...
It was nothing. We all just want Nechka to get better.
You're right. Miangu, behave yourself. I'll feed you in just a second. I'll have Chevin contact you once everything's ready, Traveler. Maybe we'll even line it up with Nechka's birthday. We can even have a little party.
Oh, that sounds great! We'll look forward to all the good food, and we'll make sure we're ready to eat. Anyway, see you around, Plasoli!
Look after yourselves. Nechka is going to be so happy to meet you.
Two. This is a very short one.
It's been several days now. Wonder if Plasoli has finished making the Blaze Gem inscription. Since Nechka's birthday is around the corner, let's go to the tribe and buy some things, and then pay the family a visit.
Hello.
Shilonin, good thing you're here. I'm wondering if I can...
Oh, the shelf on the left, second row down, first X on the right. That one's yours. And the garden hoe belongs to Ignal, and the hammer is Pakal's, so make sure you take the one that's yours.
I haven't even said why I'm here. But looks like you're about to head out for a break.
Yes, but I am going to take it right here. The temperature is just perfect today.
Really? But doesn't it feel a lot hotter than usual? I really don't want to stay out in this heat.
Exactly. In hot weather like this, customers don't tend to stick around and talk when they're coming to place orders or pick up the goods.
I see. Oh, here comes another customer. I'll just leave you to it then, and pick up my axe.
Sure, sounds good to me.
Hey, Shilonin!
Excuse me. Oh.
Oh, traveler, Paimon! We meet again. How's your Pilgrim's Chronicle been? Run into any issues?
Everything's fine.
Good. It was also my first time receiving a Pilgrim's Chronicle. Even though I've already turned it over to you, there are still a lot of things that could go wrong, so I wasn't sure if there'd be any issues.
Huh? So, what are the chances that something might still go wrong?
Well, less than the chances of Mualani accidentally falling off a spirit way, I'd say.
Oh, well, that definitely would never happen.
I found the Shilonin. Thanks a lot. By the way, Nechka's birthday's coming up real soon. Are you planning to visit her?
I've prepared a gift, and was just getting ready to take it to her.
You're not planning on giving the kid a full set of pliers again, are you? Or, let me guess, woodworking tools?
Yeah, that's right. Flowers will wither, and toys will break, and snacks are quickly forgotten once they're eaten. But a set of durable work tools will always stay with you, and get you through many sticky situations. Well, still, I won't be giving Nechka any tools this year. She wrote me a letter saying that she'd like a copy of Tequil the Brave. The book is not what you call a bestseller, but luckily, I have a few copies in my collection. They were really old editions that were published a long time ago, but they should still be readable.
Children her age love fairy tales. The last time I was at Tassoli's, I even brought Nechka... Wait, what did I bring her again? It must have been
Oh no,
thing, but...
not again. Oh no.
Oh, it is quite hot today. Seems you're about to pass out from the heat. Do you even remember your own name?
My memory can't be this bad. It's just these last few days. I've been forgetting things for some odd reason.
Well, in that case, why don't you use the Blaze Gem inscription you have as a memo to engrave some important things to remember? After all, that inscription will never wear out, and it's easy to carry. I'd say that's quite a fitting use for it.
You do have a point, but my inscription is almost already full. No, I engraved some wishes on my Blaze Gem inscription. You know, just some dreams that I have for the future and things I'd like to accomplish one day. Even though Tassoli has said that from an aesthetic point of view, it would be best for people to keep their inscription short, this Blaze Gem inscription was still made by a name engraver, the forger of ancient names themselves. Everyone thinks that the inscription she made might have some wondrous powers. So, many people who bought Blaze Gem inscriptions engraved their wishes and dreams on them, in hopes that they would come true.
Sounds kinda like a wish granter. But if you do that, won't everyone be able to see your wishes and dreams?
Don't worry. We usually ask Tlasoli to add the inscriptions for us. She has a unique method of engraving. With her method, the light must be at a certain angle in order to see the text. Without the right angle of lighting, the Blaze Gem inscription will just look like a pretty stone.
That's true. In the end, a Blaze Gem inscription is essentially just a piece of rock. It doesn't have the power to grant people's wishes. Making wishes to it is like shouting into an echoing valley. The only one who will answer is yourself. But using it as a journal for your wishes is also fine. Carrying them with you and taking a look from time to time can be a good source of encouragement. Well, as long as you don't suddenly change your mind and want to take your wishes back, that is. These things are extremely durable. It would take a lot of effort to change the words. And I don't think anyone would willingly part with it either. They're not cheap and very hard to get. If you ever lost it, you'd just be filled with regret. Still, it's really strange. Given Auntie's skill, how could it take so long for her to make one? Oh, well, I hope...
It's true. Chevin would totally have put that in her ear. Still, I don't think it's such a bad thing for Tlasoli to make some money by selling these. At least she and little Nechka are better off now, and won't have to worry about the cost of treating her illness anymore. I was really worried about their family at first, and was even planning to send them some... Huh? What was I planning to send to Nechka again? Memory of mine.
All right, if you stay out in the heat for any longer, I'm afraid even the inscription won't be able to save your memory. You should, go back. Yeah, get some rest.
Right. Right. Please give my regards to Tlasoli and Nechka. What's going on? Maybe I should go talk to Ernly to get some medicine.
So you'll be going to Nechka's birthday party too, Shilonen? Oh, perfect! Then let's go together!
Oh, yeah, sure, but I didn't expect you to know Tlasoli too. She hasn't been coming to the tribe much lately, so how did you get a chance to talk with her? Oh, so that's how you met her. She even wants to use volcanic crystal as a forging material. Guess she's really pulling out all the stops for her daughter. Then let's just go and ask. Come on, I want to give her the book anyway.
Huh? Wait a second, our birthday gift's supposed to be a surprise? If we ask Nechka, then she'll know what gift we'll be getting her. And that would ruin the surprise!
But if you don't ask her, then how will you know what kind of present she would like? Here's another idea. Perhaps you can also give her a storybook based on what she wrote in her letter. That might be a good option.
But shouldn't we give it a little more thought? If we all give her books, it might seem like we didn't put much effort into it. Shilonen, have you really never asked her what she would like the most? There must be something else she'd like besides books.
Unfortunately, no. Nechka's illness has kept flaring up over the past few years. Apparently, she couldn't do anything during that time other than rest in bed. She didn't even have the strength to talk to anyone. It wasn't until recently that she started to recover from her illness and regained strength to write letters to others. Anyway, there's no need to overthink it. Worst case scenario, I can split the book into 2 volumes and we can each give her one.
Yeah, even though it would ruin the surprise, we could at least get her something that would make her happy. Anyway, could you tell us a bit more about the book that you're getting her? Is it really that unpopular?
Well, it's a little difficult to explain. You see, there are actually 2 versions of To Kill the Brave. The premise of the book is pretty straightforward. It's basically about a set of twin brothers working to defeat a demon lord. But after defeating the Demon Lord, the older brother Tequil discovers that the King's spirit has possessed his younger brother Remok. In the ending of the original story, the older brother kills his younger brother to defeat the Demon Lord, before jumping into a volcano. I remember there was one line that was super popular at the time. If I still remember right, after being possessed by the goddess Coatlicue, Remok said, "I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit. Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left." The other version was released only recently. The author heard a suggestion from someone and suddenly decided to try and make a stake in the fairy tale market, so the story was revised. In the revised version, the brothers killed the Demon Lord together and both survived. According to the author, this gave the story a happy ever after kind of ending. However, the revised version was not well received. After a month on the market, it had hardly sold any copies and the books were collecting dust on the store shelves. The store owners desperately tried to get rid of the book and have resorted to all sorts of promotions and discounts to sell it. Even now, the only edition of To Kill the Brave you can find in the market is the newer one, whereas the older edition is nearly impossible to find. Anyway, I couldn't bring myself to give such a poorly rated book to Nechka, so I spent a few days looking and managed to find a few copies of the old edition in a warehouse. I picked out a copy that looked relatively new and wrapped it up as a present for Nechka. If you're interested, I can give you this extra copy to read. The pages are pretty old though, so please be gentle with it. Oh, and here's a copy of the newer edition too. They gave me a free copy when I went to buy some chocolatl.
So that's how they're trying to sell off the book. Could it really be that bad? Even Paimon's curious now.
Here goes the collection.
Tlasoli lives pretty far from the tribe, so it'll take
3. Come on.
Go on now, Yengu. Nechka is still resting.
Hey, Tlasoli, we're here!
Oh, what a surprise. And even Shilonin is here too.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen you, Auntie. I received Nechka's letter. She wanted a copy of To Kill the Brave, right? Well, I've brought the book for her. There are several editions of the book in Natlan, and I wasn't sure which version she'd prefer. I asked a messenger from the Scions of the Canopy. It seems this softcover edition is one of the most popular options, so I brought it for Nechka.
You haven't changed a bit, Shilonin. Let's go inside. I was just boiling some chocolatl, so you can all try some. Shilonin used to love drinking chocolatl. When she was little, she would always have several cups every time she came to visit me. You were already a big girl by the time I finally had my Nechka. Alright, for now let's... Oh,
Auntie, let's go inside. Traveler, please help me get her into the house.
Oh, Paimon will help too! Be good, Yengu, and don't get in the way.
All right, let's get indoors. Watch your step.
sorry. Nechka's illness has been flaring up recently, so I was up for a few nights. I suddenly started to feel dizzy in the sun. I hope I didn't scare you. Have a seat.
I'll fetch you a few cups of chocolatl. Please wait a moment.
Oh, I've already brought them over. This cup's for you, Auntie. And these are for you, too.
Chocolatl? What does it taste like? Paimon's heard that it can be pretty bitter. Traveler, could you give it a try first?
Oh, don't worry. Auntie always adds a lot of sugar. It won't be bitter.
The last time you came to visit, you were still just a kid. But now you're a pillar of the Children of Echoes. No, of all Natlan even.
Oh, well, it's all thanks to the drinks I had here and the books I happen to read.
We heard that you two are from the same tribe, but Paimon had no idea you were so close.
When I was little, my parents were always talking about how skilled Auntie was at forging ancient names and how she was a good role model for the rest of us. The moment I became idle at home, they would toss me into Auntie's workshop to watch and learn.
Then I would have your parents go back, boil you a pot of chocolatl, and let you play in the house.
Yeah, and then I would drink and listen to you banging away with your tools in the workshop. But eventually, she moved out of the tribe to find some more space, and I didn't have the chance to visit again after that.
But why did you seem so familiar with the place when you went to the kitchen for the drinks just now?
Because the layout of this place is identical to her old house. Let me see. Yeah, that should be Nichka's bedroom then.
That's right. I remember you used to hunker down in the room to read and draw. But you're all grown up now. Even if you wanted to live here, I'm afraid you've already outgrown Nichka's bed. That's how Nichka sees Shilonen too. Whenever she's feeling better, she always asks me when her pen pal sister will be coming to visit.
Well, yeah, I'm here now, and even brought a gift as an apology. I'll leave the book here.
You said Nichka asked you for the book? I hope it wasn't too much trouble to get. Really, I'm surprised that she even asked you for a present. When she's at home, she'd even ask me for permission to eat some snacks. Maybe I've been too strict with her. She's obviously starting to like her big sister more than her own mother.
Oh, really? Well, I'd say I really haven't done enough to deserve the title of Big Sister. Yeah, I wasn't able to help her when she was sick, and I didn't even come and visit her that many times. Well, the only thing I have been able to do is to help her find some books.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Shilonen. You have great responsibilities as the name engraver of the tribe. We both know you are far too busy to take care of her. The responsibilities on your shoulders also became far heavier when I gave up on my work.
You just had more important things to tend to, Auntie. No one in the tribe blames you. We all know that Nichka needs her mother's care.
But that doesn't change the fact that I gave up on my work. And even now, I still have not found the courage to pick up my hammer again. I'm sorry to leave you to shoulder all the responsibilities alone, Shilonen.
Oh.
Ooh, why so somber all of a sudden? Don't be so sad, everyone. Hasn't Nichka gotten better lately?
Oh, relax, Auntie. I can handle the work. But once Nichka is back on her feet, you should get back to work and let me have a vacation. You'll be the one who's busy then, and I'll be sitting at the side drinking chocolatl and cheering you on.
If that day really comes, you can have as much chocolatl as you like.
You didn't seem really that serious.
If you asked me before, I wouldn't have even been able to talk about it. But now that she's gradually recovering, I've also gained some courage to face what happened back then. Nichka's illness actually originates from the Abyss. That night, I was in the tribe, having a discussion over the forging of new ancient names. Before we could finish our discussion, the alarm started to ring outside. A horde of monsters from the Abyss suddenly attacked the tribe, so everyone banded together to fight them off. I joined the fray as well, and it wasn't until the monsters were repelled that I got back home with some guards from the tribe. But Nichka was gone. I can't remember how long I spent searching for her. Maybe for 2 or 3 days. In the end, we found Nichka at the bottom of a short cliff. She was holding a dried up embercore flower in her hand, and there were traces of abyssal corruption around her wounds. I know. It was all my fault.
before the incident, Nechka had asked if I could forge an ancient name for her. Work was busy at the time, so I told her that if she could find an embercore flower, I would use it as material to forge her an ancient name. Oh, Nechka, my daughter, my Nechka. I was holding her in my arms, but no matter how many times I called her name, she wouldn't open her eyes and look at me. I was the one who decided to move my workshop to the outskirts of our tribe for work, and I was the one who left her home alone. Oh, my daughter, my Nechka, why do you have to suffer like this?
Whoa, hey! It's okay, right? Nechka's getting better. She already has the strength to write letters now, doesn't she? Well, Shilonen has even brought her a gift.
Sorry. I just can't control myself whenever I remember that time. Phew. Alright. It's not every day that we get guests. I really shouldn't be crying like this. I asked someone to buy some ingredients for me. So, why don't you stay for dinner tonight? I'll make some shrimp bisque, grilled fish and mint sauce, and tower tacos.
We'll help. That sounds like a lot to make, and we don't want you to tire yourself out.
Thank you both, but don't worry. It's just a few dishes. I'll be fine. You three just need to make sure everything gets eaten up. I can't eat a lot at this age.
Oh, we haven't had anything to eat yet, so don't worry. We'll make sure there are no leftovers.
Ah, it just occurred to me that Shilonen likes to eat cheesy crab hot pot. Why don't I make that instead of the grilled fish and mint sauce? I remember you don't like picking out fish bones.
Both are fine with me. I've learned to just chew up the fish bones now.
Oh, come on now. If you don't want to pick out the bones, I can just take them out for you. Anyway, for dessert, would you like a cup of grain fruit or chocolate?
Cup of grain fruit!
How about a cup of grain fruit mixed with chocolate?
Okay, got it. I'll go start cooking, but could you do me a favor in the meantime? I ordered a bunch of ingredients, and they should be here any minute now. Would you go check by the door and see if they were already here? If so, please bring them in. Come on, Shilonen. Stop lying around. You shouldn't nap before dinner. It'll ruin your appetite.
Hey, I'm not a kid anymore, you know. You don't have to worry about my appetite.
That's beside the point. If you don't watch out for your health while you're still young, then when you get older, you'll...
All right. I'm getting up.
We'll go check on the ingredients with Shilonen. It isn't far, so it shouldn't take us long.
That kid. Off we go.
No one's come to deliver the ingredients yet. Paimon thought we'd see someone come flying down on a Yunkasaur as soon as we came out.
A messenger from the Scions of the Canopy wouldn't be flying here. They usually come climbing down the cliffs nearby. No need to look. There isn't anyone on the cliffs.
I just saw a ghost. Hey, you there. Sorry, but does Tlasoli live around here?
Oh, are you the one who's supposed to deliver the ingredients?
Ingredients? Are you kidding? I was nearly eaten myself. Never mind that now. Those monsters are still hot on my heels. Please, you've got to help me.
Shilonen, where'd she go? Whoa, she's already gone up to fight the monsters? Let's go help her out.
Yeah, no.
Alright, that should be it for the monsters. Yeah, it was easier than I thought. Oh, it also seems we're in good luck. The goods weren't damaged either.
Strange, we didn't see any monsters on the way here.
Right. I use this road to deliver goods all the time, and I've never been attacked like this before. It's the main road in and out of the tribe, so people often come here to clear out any monsters. This area is usually very safe. I don't know what happened, but it seems like all the monsters around here have gone berserk. Even the docile Tepetlosaurs are in a frenzy. Tlasoli doesn't even forge ancient names anymore, so why can't she just move back to the tribe? If she comes back, Nachka will even be able to find some playmates. She's so young and hasn't even, Nachka's playmates. No, wait, I feel like my kids have played with her before. They've even told me about Nachka's favorite game. If I remember right, it was strange. I always remembered it before. How could I forget all of a sudden?
Look at that! He has a Blaze Gem inscription too!
You should go back to the tribe. It seems like you had quite the scare today. We'll take the ingredients back for you. I'll carry these bags, and you two can carry the rest.
I need help.
Oh, sure. Paimon can take care of these grain fruit that fell out of the bag.
If you say so. Thank you so much. I guess today's just a really bad day for me to go outside.
That's so weird. Why is everyone we run into today having trouble remembering stuff? I'm not sure how to say it, but she's got a strange feeling about this. Like it's all somehow related.
Once you live long enough, you'll eventually start experiencing strange days like this. Let's bring the ingredients back. Otherwise, we won't have anything to eat tonight.
What are you doing?
You're finally back. What took you so long? I was starting to worry.
Oh yeah, we ran into some small problems, but everything's fine now.
Alright, as long as everything's okay now. You all have a seat. I'll get the food ready. It won't take long.
Whoa, there's so much tasty food! You're amazing, Tlasoli!
They were all pretty simple dishes to make. Don't be shy. Dig in, everyone.
Paimon will help herself. Paimon will have some of this, and this. Ooh, and this!
Ooh, yeah. Can I get another serving, please?
You're done already? Do you even chew when you're eating?
Of course! Didn't I say that I chew up the fish bones? I'll have just one more fish and leave the rest for Nachka.
It's okay. Just go ahead and eat all you'd like. Nachka can't eat these dishes anyway. Her body is too weak to digest these kinds of things. I'll just make some broth for her.
Oh no, but Paimon thought she'd already recovered from her illness.
Injuries caused by the abyss cannot be undone. The doctor said the fact that she's stable is already quite a miracle. But it's okay. Nachka can talk to me now and can even hold my hand. That's more than I could ask for, even if she will never again know that I am her mother.
What do you mean?
The doctor said the abyss has had an irreversible effect on Nachka's soul. She's lost all her memories from before she was injured.
Oh no, I think I know where this is going.
Memory loss isn't like simply forgetting something. Rather, she can no longer remember anything from before that fateful day.
Huh? But how does that happen?
You know about the woven scrolls that the Masters of the Night Wind use to record things, right? Well, generally speaking, forgetting things is like when the woven scrolls would gradually start to fade. As long as you repaint and weave the threads again, the faded memories will come back to life. But the case of Nechka's memory loss is as if her woven scroll had been cut in two, and the portion of the past was burnt to ashes. The books she loved to read, the flowers she took joy to grow, and the time she spent in this house were all cut off by the abyss, and can never be retrieved again. As one example of that, Nechka now only sees me as a strange, unfamiliar auntie who claims to be her mother. She's a good kid, and doesn't want to upset this lady who's been taking care of her so much, so she still calls me Mom. But I've always had a feeling that she's constantly wondering about things like, where is her real mother? Why is she stuck here in this house? Was she abandoned? Nechka really has no idea that her real mother is right in front of her, and has never left.
So you plan on recreating Nechka's woven scroll all
Oh,
by yourself?
yeah, she immediately figured that out. Yeah. Yeah, it's not that hard to put two and two together.
Or should I say, you've already started reweaving that scroll long ago. The delivery guys. I saw it hanging from his waist, so I asked to borrow it from him. Don't worry, I'll return the inscription to him once we've figured everything out. These things aren't cheap, after all.
When did you know?
Yeah, I noticed it back when Blaze Gem inscriptions suddenly became popular among the tribe. It was then that I also noticed that everyone wearing Blaze Gem inscriptions had varying degrees of memory loss. Traveler, you've picked up on it too, haven't you? Accessories made using ancient names forging techniques. For what's only supposed to be a pretty souvenir, this inscription contains a phlogiston engraving with a truly overkill level of complexity. The shapes and patterns of these engravings are also identical to that of an ancient name. By making just a few slight adjustments to the layout and connections of the main pattern, you can pretty much qualify this Blaze Gem inscription as a bona fide ancient name. And yet, you've never told anyone about these engravings in the Blaze Gem inscriptions that can be activated at any time.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right, Auntie?
I knew you were a sharp one, Shilonin. That's right. I have a way to cure Nechka and restore all her memories. It's actually quite simple.
Why is this the second time? Second time in a row. We've had mothers doing something for the child.
I want
Yeah.
to forge an ancient name for Nechka that contains all her past memories.
And the reason they must be approved by the Wyab is because the memories they bear are all stored within the ley lines. Extracting those memories from the ley lines requires the Wyab's assistance. But your plan wouldn't need you to do any of that, right, Auntie? Your Blaze Gem inscriptions will help you complete that part of your plan in the ley line's place. You will use the inscriptions to form a massive memory bank for Nechka. And the ancient names you're trying to forge will be used to extract corresponding memories from the memory bank.
A memory bank? Wait, so the reason all those people were having trouble remembering stuff is because the Blaze Gem inscription?
Using other people's memories of Nechka to reconstruct her past? This is the first time I've heard of such an idea.
You've seen through my plans, Shilonin. You're as outstanding as ever. Far more brilliant than me. I intend to use this method to collate all the memories related to Nechka and allow her to regain her past again.
But wouldn't extracting memories like that hurt the person carrying the Blaze Gem inscription?
Not at all. Every time a Blaze Gem inscription extracts memories, the process is under my precise control. That way, there's no chance of anyone in the tribe getting hurt. This is the central inscription that controls all the other Blaze Gem inscriptions, which will also soon serve as Nechka's ancient name.
You made all of this yourself, Tlasoli?
Yes. It was lots and lots of work. It was truly exhausting. Or perhaps I've just grown old. You saw it yourself. I nearly fainted just from being in the sun. I could collapse tomorrow, or even in the next few moments. But Nechka's ancient name is still far from completion. I've solved the issue of storing memories, but I still don't know how to connect Nechka up to this central inscription.
I thought you just modify your own ancient name.
I considered it, but this matter doesn't have anything to do with my ancient name. It's of no help to me, and I don't need its help now.
You know the price to pay for making something like this.
Yes, I do. But as long as I can get my Nechka back, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Otherwise, Nechka won't have any chance of reclaiming her past once I'm dead and gone. She won't remember me, and she won't even remember why her name is Nechka. When that time comes, she will be left to drift around the world all alone, unknowing of where she came from or where she should go. She is my daughter, the one to whom I gave the Nechka name. Whether it be as her mother or as a name engraver, I can't simply stand by and let her name disappear.
Shilonin!
I'll take the central inscription with me. I'm going to completely disassemble it to confirm its components and uses, and I won't make any promises until I've checked everything. Say goodnight to Nechka for me, Auntie.
Oh, wait. I've also finished the inscriptions for the Traveler in Paimon. Let me fetch them for you. I'm sorry it took me so long to finish them.
Hold on, Auntie. The Traveler and Paimon have never met Nechka before, so you can't draw any memories from them.
That wasn't my intention. They're just ordinary gifts. Please, take them.
Huh? What was that noise?
Nechka must have woken up and wants to get out of bed on her own. Sorry, I'll go check on her first. Nechka, don't try to get out of bed. Just tell Mom if you need anything.
You go ahead and take care of Nechka, Auntie. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon. There are a few things I want to tell you. Let's head back to the tribe first. There are some things I need to get from my workshop. Disassembling the central inscription? It's not going to be easy. You two can wait outside for a moment. I just need to go in and grab something. The workshop is a little messy, so unfortunately, I won't be able to show you around. Oh, yeah, that's not really what I mean. It's not the mess that's really the problem. It's just that the workshop is cluttered with way too much stuff. Books, files, and even ancient texts I got from the Masters of the Nightwind. Everything's piled up to the ceiling. You probably won't know where to step once you're inside. Kachina suffered quite an unfortunate series of events the last time she went inside. Well, I suppose it was my fault for being so focused on searching for information at the time that I forgot to lock the door. After entering the workshop, she was shocked to find herself face to face with a massive woven scroll from the Masters of the Nightwind, and then she turned around and knocked over a huge stack of forging blueprints. She tried to step out of the way, but tripped on a poster tube that was behind her, and then boom! The forging blueprints came crashing down right onto her head.
No!
That was that.
Lucky I noticed in time. I found Kachina in a daze and managed to save her before an entire set of the history of the Children of Echoes was about to bury her. I then dragged her up to the second floor. Ever since then, Kachina always waits outside the door and doesn't dare take a step in whenever she comes to see me.
Yeah, you're an artisan and craftswoman after all. We thought there would be weapons and armor hanging all over the place. But it seems more like a library than a workshop.
Well, my primary work is forging ancient names, which is much trickier than making swords and tools. Aside from the necessary craftsmanship, I also need to consult many ancient texts. You probably already know that each ancient name represents a certain spirit, behind which are countless related stories to support it. In other words, the essence of an ancient name is the physical manifestation of a certain spiritual will. And as a name engraver, when I'm working on a new ancient name, I'm not only trying to give it a physical shape, but more importantly, I'm also trying to understand the spirit contained within the name. And to do that, I have to collect as many related stories as possible and read through them all. But, as you might know, people tend to add a lot of extraneous details when it comes to stories about themselves. For stories that have been clearly exaggerated or altered, I must gather other related stories and information as cross-references. This way, I can filter out all the absurd and exaggerated details and restore the person's life to its true nature. Only in true stories can you find the authentic spirit. And this is the only way for the spirit to become an ancient name that matches its essence.
We've heard about the concept behind ancient names before, but after hearing you explain the details, Paimon can't help but think that ancient names are really powerful.
Well, no matter how powerful ancient names could be, they would never be able to suddenly turn into a blade or allow you to smash through an entire cliff in one punch. It's just a form of spiritual power that's passed down from generation to generation. It doesn't have those kinds of physically tangible effects. Well, take your own names, for example. From the moment you appeared in this world, some person had already prepared a blessing for you. And that person then condensed this blessing into your name and gave it to you as a gift. It may feel like the moment you received your name is already in the past, but it will always stay with you and move with you in the future. Names are blessings for the future from people standing in the past. Well, that's what Auntie once told me.
What's the deal with Paimon's then name then?
Become more confident as they walk into their future. To put it another way, it's like having a lamp in your hand as you walk through the darkness of night.
Oh, Paimon gets that. If you're alone when you're walking in the dark, it's easy to get scared and tired quickly. But if someone else is walking with you, then it won't be nearly as scary. And, well, you might still get tired, but it'll still be a whole lot better than walking alone. The Traveler always has Paimon by her side, though, so she'll never have to worry about that. Oh, Paimon sure many wish they could be in your shoes, Traveler. Paimon's always flying. Of course it gets tiring. But we're getting off topic. We can talk about that later.
Anyway, this is what Tlasoli told me when I was training as a name engraver. And to be honest, I've only understood 20% of what she said at most. I've never been able to figure out the rest.
But doesn't that mean you basically don't get it?
Well, that's not entirely true. Auntie and I have at least come to a consensus on the most important thing. You know what? I am sick of talking. We can talk about all of this later. Please, wait a moment while I grab my things.
Did you hear a whole section of something collapse in there just now?
It's fine, it's fine. It was just a bunch of very old ancient name records. I've already made copies of them. I kept this set of phlogiston wedges in the back, so it wasn't easy to take out. I had to resort to brute force. Come on, let's go disassemble the central inscription. It shouldn't take long.
We're going up here.
Here we are. This is the place.
This cliff is pretty high. What are we going to do here? Are we going to climb to the very top and then throw this inscription down the cliff?
Disassembling Paimon destroying.
To make an engraving circle on the cliff wall. That will allow me to investigate the internals of the central inscription. Now let me see if this thing can even turn on. I was still an apprentice the last time I used it. Before we attempt to engrave the inside pattern of an ancient name with phlogiston, we always use this to draw out the engraving diagram on a cliff or open ground. Only after we've confirmed that phlogiston can flow properly through the internal engravings can we start formally working on the small internal engravings of the ancient name. If we want to dismantle the central inscription in a non-destructive manner, we'll have to use this thing. I really don't want to engrave such a large diagram with my bare hands.
Oh, so you'll be able to see what it looks like on the inside without ruining Tlasoli's inscription?
For the most part. If it were just an ordinary unfinished ancient name piece, I'd just take it apart and pour phlogiston into the internal engravings to see everything. But since it's a central inscription, it would be better not to destroy the blessing that Auntie has prepared for Nechka.
So, Shilonen, does this central inscription fall under the 20% you understand about ancient names, or the other 80% you don't understand?
Oh, don't worry. As I said, Auntie and I share an understanding of the most important principle, which is names are intrinsically valuable. Only by having names can things be sorted and categorized. They allow the world to become more orderly and identifiable. For example, when I order ore, I would usually say I need volcanic crystals of about 35% purity and no more than 3% of impurities. Without specific names, I would only be able to go to the ore merchant and say, I want this and this. No, this isn't it. That one. No, not that one either. Yeah, you see what I mean? Names are a crucial part of how we standardize our workflow. Without names, the work would be impossible. Yes, because forging ancient names is first and foremost a technical job. There's no debating that. As for the question of why it's important, as long as it does not affect your ability to perform your work, you'll gradually understand it as you put the process into practice. After all, creating an ancient name is quite the complicated process. Well, let me break it down even further. We're not in the tribe right now anyway. Essentially, by forging ancient names, I'm assigning nicknames to the heroes in Natlan's history. Giving someone a name is a subjective expression. You just need to express your hopes and wishes for them. But giving someone a nickname is a much more objective expression. To come up with a fitting and accurate nickname requires much thought and observation. If ancient names or nicknames aren't descriptive enough, no one will remember them anyway. So the best I can do is gather all the information I could and try to come up with the most fitting nicknames possible. Even a minor mistake in the process could cause people to misunderstand the nickname. For a name engraver such as myself, such mistakes would be considered a major blunder.
Paimon isn't trying to come up with a nickname for Shilonen. Besides, all of Paimon's nicknames have been very descriptive. Anyone can remember them.
Phew, now I'm curious. Why don't you, come up with one for me?
Are you serious?
Of course. This is also my line of work, you know. Go ahead.
A nickname? Shilonen. Well, she uses phlogiston to forge weapons and make names for others. Smith?
Yeah, not bad, and quite fitting too. I'll remember it. But, you should keep observing my work, Paimon. Maybe you'll come up with an even better nickname. Right, okay, time to make like a smith and start smithing. Watch closely. Adjust the inclination by 2 degrees. Stop. The error margin is within an acceptable amount, but I'll extend the inscription link a little more just to be safe. I'll leave some space here. When the linked engravings are activated, the inscriptions here will overlap with each other. There! That should complete the flow.
Amazing, Shilonen! You were running all over that cliff as if it was flat ground!
Oh no, it doesn't have anything to do with my tribe. It's just the phlogiston adhesive I have on my shoes. But after all that running around, I'll have to infuse them with more phlogiston again. I should prepare a spare supply of phlogiston to bring with me next time. More or less, yeah. I usually have at least the key equipment on hand. I can show them to you when we next find the time, but let's get to work first. Let me see. Start with Anchor 1 and activate it with Density 3 phlogiston.
Whoa! A super huge diagram just appeared! Fasoli's central inscription is even floating! So are you done checking the inscription, Shilonen? How does it look?
I didn't find any anomalies in the phlogiston engraving. All the adjustments are indeed based on ancient name engraving techniques.
That means...
You can help Fasoli and Nichka now, right?
Well, probably, but I have good news and bad news. Oh, but I'm also just going to go ahead and share both, so it's not like you'll have a choice in the matter.
Paimon will cover her ears after the good news.
Well, even if you cover your ears, the issue will still continue to exist. But, you know, before we get to that, I want to ask the Traveler a question. What are your thoughts on absorbing memories? I knew you felt the same way, and that'll save me some initial explanation. I've never been very good at that anyway. It's, hard to control the absorption of memories. Technically speaking, this type of inscription has the power to do far more than absorb memories related to a single person. By herself, Auntie can't handle that level and scope of work, but if she has accomplices, it is completely possible for her to use this inscription to accomplish far bigger things.
Accomplices? You make it sound like she's committing a crime!
Well, here's the good news. Yes, this Blaze Gem inscription would be the perfect tool to commit crimes, but we haven't found any accomplices or signs that she intends to put it to such uses. From a purely objective standpoint, we can consider that possibility as yet to be confirmed for now. The bad news is, there's still an underlying problem with this Blaze Gem inscription that cannot be ignored. I believe I've mentioned this before. Ancient names operate with the help of the Wyab, granting them the power to read information kept in the ley lines. In this process, the Wyab actually function like relays, helping the ancient name bearer sense the information from within the ley lines. If you remove the Wyab from the process and don't use any tools, then finding a specific story is akin to trying to scoop up a specific grain of sand from a rushing river. Exactly. Anyone who attempts to do so will likely lose most of their cognitive function or become a babbling madman who talks to themselves all day long. Now, let's consider the memories that Auntie has gathered as the ley line, and Nichka as the only ancient name bearer of this ley line. There's no way Auntie would let Nichka plunge into the river of memories without any tools. She'd only be overwhelmed by the surge of memories. And considering that Nichka has forgotten all of her past, she'll be unable to work on her own to accurately find the correct past. Only Aunt Fasoli can help her filter the correct memories of her past. So, if my hypothesis is correct, Auntie is actually planning on turning herself into Nichka's Wyab to help her extract the corresponding memories in the different situations she may face. In an ideal world, this would be perfectly fine, as long as every extracted memory is correct. Nichka would essentially be getting her past back. And I also believe that there won't be any mistakes in everything that Auntie remembers about Nichka. But Auntie is not a Wyab. Her body won't be able to handle the load for long.
But how can we solve this problem? No matter how we try, Fasoli will...
Names are blessings for the future from people standing in the past. I've also made up my mind. Come on, let's go see Auntie.
All right. All right. Let's show me your courage.
And low.
Ah, Shilonen. It looks like you've made your decision. Am I right?
Yes, here's some research that I've done. You can reference it to modify the way the central inscription operates. I'll also help you continue working on the Blaze Gem inscriptions, but I must have complete control over all the inscriptions and the ability to oversee their uses. The memories that can be absorbed by the inscription will be limited solely to Nechka's past. We'll plan a set time frame together from which the memories can be drawn from shortly. If you attempt to extract any memories beyond this scope, then I'll consider that as committing a criminal act and halt all work related to the central inscription. After the memory bank is constructed, the Blaze Gem inscription's absorption functions must be stopped immediately. Only functionalities for outputting memories will be kept.
I accept. Thank you, Shilonen. I really...
Auntie, you know I can't stand it when you do this. If you needed my help, you should have just said so. There's no need to beat around the bush like you did.
Using technology for ancient names to forge other things without permission is no trivial matter.
Yes, it's a major departure from the technology's intended use, but it's nothing compared to a child who needs help, compared to a name that's about to be lost. But once this is all over, you must come with me to see Pakal and discuss everything that happened.
That's fine. I'm willing to accept any punishment for my little Nechka.
All right, let's clear off the table and come up with a plan. I need some time to consider how to let Nechka control the Blaze Gem inscription on her own and extract the memories from her past. Oh, by the way, did you give the book to Nechka?
How could I just hand her a birthday present that you specially brought for her? I've picked out a box and packaged it up. Wait till her birthday and then bring it to her. It'll be a nice surprise.
No, it's just an old book. There's no need to...
Oh, is Nechka up again? But what was all that noise? It sounded like... Uh-oh. What if something fell on her? We should check. Paimon will go have a look.
Nechka, don't hurt yourself.
Shilonen, is that you? You're Nechka?
How many times have I told you? Don't get out of bed on your own. You were running a fever yesterday.
Hello, Nechka.
Thank you for the book. I've already read it several times. You've already read it? But didn't Tlasoli package up the book that Shilonen brought?
No. She's all mixed up. The one she read isn't from Shilonen. It's one I bought for her before, a few days ago. She told me she wanted a book. I know nothing about these kinds of books, so I had no choice but to go to the tribe and look for a copy. I eventually found one and bought it for her. I put it in her room once I got back. Soon after, she suddenly developed a fever. I was so busy taking care of her that I forgot about the book and even forgot that she had asked you for a gift.
Auntie, do you know which version of the book you bought?
Which version? The shopkeeper said it was the one with the perfect ending to the story. Apparently that's the only one you can find on the market now. Oh, it's all my fault. You wasted your money and now it won't even be a surprise.
Oh, it's all right. It's just a book. As long as Nechka enjoys it, that's what matters.
Oh, right. Nechka probably doesn't know us. You're Paimon and Miss Traveler. Mom told me about you. Oh, seems like everyone knows who we are now.
Nechka seems to be doing pretty well today. Since she's been stuck indoors for the last few days, why don't we take her out for a walk?
Take her for a walk. But considering her condition, I don't think she...
Oh, don't worry, Auntie. She'll be safe with the Traveler and me. We won't leave the tribe, and if anything comes up, we'll be sure to find the doctor immediately. Besides, it's her birthday in a few days, and we need to go to the tribe to buy some things. Let's give her a proper celebration. What do you think, Auntie?
I promise I'll be good, Mom. Didn't you say before that I need more fresh air? All right. As you wish. I also happen to have a few repaired Blaze Gem inscriptions that I need to get back to the tribe. We can go together. Wait for a moment. I'll go get Nachka's water bottle and some towels. Some medicine. Oh, and a parasol.
Talk about being prepared.
It doesn't hurt to be prepared. Okay, let's go. Please be good now, Nachka. Don't cause any trouble for Shilonen and the others.
Oh, you can let me carry these. And don't be a stranger, Nachka. Feel free to tell us anything. And even I was quite a handful for Auntie when I was little.
Yeah! It's not often you get to go out to play, so just have fun. Everything will be fine.
Okay, thanks everyone. And please don't worry, Mom. I'll be good. Let's go look for Ignal. I've had her Blaze Gem inscription for a while now, and I'll finally return it to her today.
Going up here. Hello.
Tosoli, what brings you to the tribe today? Oh, and Nichka too! Oh, she seems to be doing much better now. She's even out and about. I'm sure it won't be long before she'll be playing with Chanil and the others.
I hope so. Here, Ignal. This is your inscription. I've finished repairing it.
Oh, thank you for bringing it back for me. Oh, by the way, I came across a piece of good quality ore a while ago. I was thinking of using it to make some pretty jewelry for little Nachka. I remember that Nachka would become so happy every time she saw a shiny ring. Right, Nachka?
I'm sure she'd love that. Thank you.
My pleasure. Give me a moment. I'll bring the ore.
Oh, I can make the jewelry for her. What kind would you like, Nachka?
I would like... something shaped like an embercore flower would be nice. She was always asking me before to make her an ancient name with an embercore flower design.
Noted. I'll make that as a gift for her next birthday. Sorry, Nachka. It won't be a surprise for you.
That's okay. Thank you, Shilonen.
Found it! Sorry to keep you waiting. Here, please take it. By the way, Nachka, feel free to write to me if you ever want to know more about ores. Well, I was shocked last time when you wrote me out of the blue asking for a volcanic crystal.
Sorry about that. She can hardly contain her curiosity now that she's started to recover. She's still too weak to go out whenever she wants, so she begs me every day to help her write letters to people in the tribe about all sorts of things.
That's how you know she's one of the children of Echoes. It's normal for us to be interested in ore.
Everything's looking up! Oh, we're just like the main character in the new version of To Kill the Brave, when he was about to save his brother Remak. According to the story, we should be right around... let Paimon see... To Kill prayed to the goddess of mountains and fire. Let my brother's name... The goddess replied, I've heard your prayer, but your brother is
Then To Kill said, turn my blood to fire so my heart may illuminate the depths. I will bring my
Oh, you remembered that whole line, Nachka! Paimon remembers that's exactly what the book... Paimon finished both books in one sitting. A lot of their content is nearly the same, so it's easy to get mixed up. But the ending in the older version is more interesting, even if it's hard for kids to, well, completely understand. Oh, wait! Nachka hasn't read the other ending. It's okay, just wait a bit and Paimon will read it out for you.
That's not true. Actually, I already know the other ending.
You already know the other ending? But didn't you only read the edition your mom got for you?
Hey, what are you all chatting about so happily?
Huh? Mom, Miss Traveler and I were just talking about the ending of that book. We were just talking about how the bad guy was defeated and everyone returned home safely. It's a really happy ending.
Happy ending's always nice. But if you already read the whole thing, then what will Mom have to read to you at bedtime? Guess you'll have to go to bed early tonight. But I'll buy you some more fairy tales next time, okay?
Okay, Mom.
It's pretty good quality. I'll be able to give Nechka a beautiful and durable piece of jewelry for her next birthday. But, you know, for now, let's focus on celebrating her upcoming birthday. Where are we headed to next, Auntie?
Next, let's visit Apaish-Palan. He should be close by. Stay close, Nechka. Don't go too far.
Yes, Mom.
Need a surfboard?
Why do my eyebrows keep twitching today? Strange.
That means you're about to hit the jackpot, Apaish-Palan.
I didn't expect to have 2 name engravers coming in today. Welcome. What are you looking to buy, Tlazoli? I'll give you a discount like usual.
Whoa! Offering a discount just like that? Tlasoli sure has connections.
She was once our name engraver and did a lot for the tribe. It's only fair that I offer her a discount.
Thank you for your generosity. I've finished repairing your Blasium inscription. Here, have a look. Come on, Nechka. Say thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, so this is Nechka. Tlazoli has shown me some pictures before. It looks like you're doing much better now. How about this? Go ahead and pick anything you'd like from the store. Think of it as a gift from me.
No, that's all right. Mom told me that you've already given a lot to our family.
Oh, well, that was for your family. I've never given anything just for you. If you don't feel like it, you can also let your mom choose for you.
Oh, no need to stand on ceremony, Auntie. Go ahead and pick something for Nechka. His drills and small clamps are good quality. The measurements of each part are exact, and they're always very durable. I always come here to buy things if I find myself in a pinch. Oh, do you have any child-friendly safety scissors? I remember seeing a few different styles.
I have a few in stock, but I put them in the back. Let me bring some out for you to pick.
Oh, no need to bring them all the way here. Why don't we just go in the back and choose there? It should only take a moment.
I don't know much about that kind of scissors. Why don't you just go yourself and...
Well, there are too many different designs and varieties of kid scissors. If you don't come and help me choose, I won't be able to pick one that Nechka would like. Come on, Auntie. It'll only take a moment.
And there goes Shalon and dragging Tlasoli off to buy more stuff. I won't run off. Paimon, who's your favorite character in To Kill the Brave? Paimon's favorite? To Kill, of course. He went through a lot to rescue his family. In the old version of the story, he was never able to reunite with his family, but he was still really strong and fought as best as he could. What about you, Nechka? Which character do you like? I like Remak. Oh, the one who was possessed by Kuatlique, but never forgot his brother Tequil. He was also an amazing character. If it wasn't for his determination, both he and his brother would have been defeated by Kuatlique in the final battle. Of course! A story's only interesting if you can really get immersed in it. Hey, Nechka, why don't we play pretend? You can be Remak, and Paimon will be Tequil, okay? Miss Traveler, can I play the role of Kuatlique? But isn't she the villain? In the old version, she even ate Reebok and took on his appearance. Ah, right. She read the version with a happy ending. And that one, Quatlique was defeated and the brothers both survived. Well, it doesn't matter. Only the lines at the end were different. You can go on ahead and say your favorite lines, Nechka. Paimon's read both versions, so she'll be able to play along.
My favorite line is the one from the end. It's... Come here, Nechka. Look at you. You're sweating. Mom! Let me wipe your forehead. Now, drink some water. This child. You forget everything as soon as you start playing.
We've picked something out for Nechka. A Paishpalan will deliver it to Auntie's house once he's packaged it up. How was Nechka?
Oh, we were just about to get to the exciting part.
Leave us, you leave us on purpose.
Now that Paimon thinks about it, Shilonen has dragged Tlasoli away from us a couple of times.
Let's talk later. Just trust me and act normal for now. Oh, we should head to our last stop, Auntie. It's real hot today, and we shouldn't let Nechka be in the heat for too long.
Right. Let's go see Chevin and head back home. I finished repairing your Blaze Gem inscription, Chevin. I've also reinforced it, so it shouldn't fall apart so easily now.
Thank you. How about the volcanic crystal? Was it usable?
Yes. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. I just want to see Nechka get better.
Thank you, Miss Chevin.
It's fine. Honestly, you're both too polite for your own good.
I was wondering where you got the ore for such a large-scale Blaze Gem inscription. So you must be one of Auntie's accomplices, then.
Oh, Shilonen.
We already know what's going on.
You had me worried there. I thought we'd been found out. We'd be in real trouble if Bakal ever got wind of it. To be honest, I won't be able to cover it up for much longer. I've been traveling away from home every few days, and the ore reserves have noticeably decreased. The last time Bakal came and asked me about it, I could only say that I'd been using up a lot of ore to research new styles of jewelry. As for why I had been leaving so often, I said that I had found a new ore vein and wanted to extract some new gems from it. Sorry. I've been talking my head off. Please, come in and have a seat.
Sure, we can sit for a moment, but...
Miss Chevin, can I go see some of the jewelry over there?
You mean Amisha's work? Sure, go ahead. Remember to stay in the shade as much as you can.
Paimon wants to go too! We'll go together. Paimon hasn't looked at Natlan's jewelry very closely yet. Really? Then Paimon's gonna take a good look at what they have!
You haven't bought any jewelry for a while, Auntie. Why don't you pick one out?
Come on, Nechka! We don't know anything about Natlan's jewelry, so you can help us pick something out!
Miss Traveler? Come here, Nechka.
Huh?
Sorry, Chevin and Shilonen, but it's already getting late. We should be heading back now. It'll be Nechka's birthday in a few days, and there's still a lot for us to do before then.
No problem. I'll be sure to bring her some beautiful jewelry to celebrate.
Mom,
You're getting hot again. Here, Mom will carry you. Let's get going. You forget to take care of yourself once you start playing. Let's go back and we'll have a talk.
I didn't.
Nechka, I never taught you to lie.
Sorry, Mom. Nichika's looking at us. Paimon feels like something's not right.
No, Nichika was having so much fun today that she forgot the time. It's not a big deal. Let me help carry her home. I'm worried you would also have to recover if you carried her the whole way.
No, it's fine. I'll carry her. Let's go, Nichika. It's time to go home. Thank you, everyone, for spending so much time with us today. Please be sure to come to Nichika's birthday party. Alright, it's nearly bedtime for Nichika, so let's part our ways here.
Oh, Auntie, remember to give her the book, that copy of To Kill the Brave I brought. I went to a lot of trouble to find it.
I understand. Really, do you think I'd let your efforts go to waste? It's very special to receive a book from you. I'm sure she'll put it somewhere safe. Right, Nichika?
Yeah. Thanks, Shilonen.
Oh, put it somewhere? Isn't she going to read it?
Well, I've read the story to her many times already. She's even memorized nearly every line.
Oh, that won't be a problem, Auntie. Nichika's probably never heard this version of To Kill the Brave.
Oh. What's different about this version?
The majority is about the same, but the ending is different from the one that you bought her. The one I gave her is the unedited version that was originally published. It was released long before Nichika fell ill.
Oh, but I remember you were never very interested in fairy tales, Shilonen.
Huh. Well, I was just thinking that if what you said about Nichika's illness is true, she shouldn't be able to remember anything about her past before her illness. So, the ending to the original version of To Kill the Brave is also part of the past that she should have forgotten. In other words, if she hasn't recently read the old version of the story, then she shouldn't possibly know the ending, right?
I don't understand. Why are you so concerned about the ending of this book? Even if she does remember the ending, what does that prove? Maybe she snuck out somewhere when I wasn't watching and read the first edition of the story.
Oh, okay, that is a possibility. After all, she does remember things that have happened recently. In which case, yeah, let's go ask around the tribe and see if anyone remembers Nichika reading the book. There are only a few shops in the tribe that sell books, or we can just ask Nichika where she'd read it.
The booksellers all have inscriptions, so there's a chance that their memories...
So, you admit that the inscriptions can affect the tribe's current memories? I was very clear that I would consider that a crime and would stop all work on it.
There must be a few more books at home.
I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit.
I beg your pardon?
Nichika, where did you read that book? Answer me.
Go home, Nichika. Are you disobeying me?
You're the one who wrote me the letter, Nichika. You're the one who wanted the book. Only you can speak for yourself. We're listening, Nichika. Right here, right now.
Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left.
Silence.
Oh boy.
That's the line from the old ending. Nichika remembers it. I know everything. Shilonen, help me, please. Something's blocking the door.
Get back.
Oh. Okay. This is science.
The tunnel is blocked. We can't go in. There might also be traps.
Whoa. What are all those things on Nichika's walls?
It seems Auntie put all the extra inscriptions she made here. If she's trying to finish that ancient name, there's only one place she could go. Come on, follow me.
Oh, we're going into here. This all took a very sudden turn.
What is this place?
Auntie's workshop. It was supposedly closed after she stepped down from her position in the tribe. But it appears that we've all been deceived.
Why are there people up ahead?
If you're up to shady business, you have to hire shady people to help you. Let's go, don't hesitate!
Forget it.
Need a surfboard?
Bring it!
Yeah. Oh boy. Hello.
Carving waves!
Forget it.
Look alive! Alright, out the frying pan, into the fire! Faster! Amazing!
Bring it!
There's a laser.
Alright, let's finish this fast! Let's get it on! That was quick! That was quick! That was quick!
Took me a few more minutes.
No one fights alone.
Strike like
Let the magic rain for you! Let's get it on!
you are. Yes, you are. Yeah.
The door's closed here too. Where should we go now?
The transport system seems to still be functioning. Let's go look for the controls and get this cart running again. Maybe it can take us further inside. All right, let's keep going.
Here we go. Yeah, oh yeah, there's this bunch of lava down there. Yeah. Oh. Okay.
You got here quick. Impressive.
Nechka's up there! What are you planning to do to her?
I never lied to you. All this time, I've only been trying to save my daughter, even though she's not my daughter yet. But once everything is over, she will really become my Nechka.
What is she saying? Is she not Nechka?
So you figured it out. I want to use memories to awaken my Nechka.
No.
She has stayed in the Night Kingdom for far too long. She's afraid of the dark and cold. I'm the one who made her stay there alone, so I must bring her back. Don't worry, Nechka. Mom hasn't forgotten anything. She has always remembered your name.
I'm afraid so.
Then, who's that girl lying up there?
She's a child from my tribe. Her parents were killed in the same abyss attack, but wouldn't you know it, her birthday is the same as that of my Nechka. I raised her and took care of her for many years. I thought that taking her in would help me feel better. I was so happy the first time she was willing to call me Mom, but then I suddenly felt very, very scared. Is she really my child? My child's name is Nechka. It could only be Nechka. How could I be happy? My little Nechka is still waiting for me to get her home.
That is very interesting
As I said,
gestures.
I only want to bring Nechka back, even if it costs me everything.
That's a bit of crazy eye there.
The time has come for me to pay.
Yeah.
As for my useless ancient name, it's finally time to put it to good use. If you're not willing to help me, then you can become the fuel for Nechka's ancient name. Shilonin, you have yet to make a move. I take it you're examining the inscriptions around you. It's no use. I've already set up the Blaze Gem inscriptions, and the engraving diagram has already begun to run. It's all thanks to your ideas. Now, the central inscription will finally become Nechka's ancient name. After Nechka returns, I'll make sure to invite you to her birthday party.
You're not gonna go up there, are you?
There's a flaw in this engraving diagram. The weak point is almost about to activate. So on my mark.
Don't worry, Nechka. Don't worry. Mom is here.
3.
Mom will always be with you. I'll never forget you.
Man, this is twice now. Twice we've had... I might go a bit overboard with a child. Dead child even. Oh god.
Wake up, Nechka. Now. Please.
1!
It's alright. It's alright. You'll see Mommy soon. Nechka.
Those are distorted thoughts. And the mists are the thoughts' twisted cries. If you become tainted by them, they will control you, and you'll never be free again.
Where are you? I don't want medicine. It hurts. It hurts. Why am I alone?
Nichka, why?
And then notice the hair. The hair color is different. Oh my god. Well, very different. Like hers is a blonde hair. She has dark hair. That's.
Never leave me again.
Ooh.
Tlasoli, you're the one who twisted Nechka's name into a shackling prison. It's time for you to hear her true voice. Stone engraved and echoing peaks converge, disperse, in ashes be reborn, for flames born anew, and the blazing dawn.
Mommy will be with you, Nechka. Always and forever.
Mommy, I've always been with you. And now you're finally listening to me. The old births the new, as flowers shield the roots, so life ever cycles until we return to the land. We've known each other a while, but we've never met. You're Nechka? Yes, but I still don't know your name. My name's Nepeka. It really suits you. Nepeka, I bless you from the past and wish that every day of your future will be filled with peace and happiness.
Might be a little teary-eyed.
I saw Nechka and was speaking with her, but now, where did she go? Nechka? Nechka? Where are you? Answer, Mummy. Please. Please. Shilonen, you saw her too, didn't you? You saw my little Nechka. I felt her hands and hugged her. I was right. I was right. Those gray shadows were just a minor mistake. I just need to restart the ritual again. Alright, I'll start it again and Nechka will...
Have you still not come to your senses, Auntie?
What senses? I was not wrong. Nothing about what happened was wrong. She's just a little upset and was trying to ignore me. That child sure knows how to throw a tantrum. But I understand. I can accept that.
Enough, Tlasoli! The person you summoned with the Blaze Gem inscription wasn't the real Nechka at all. You collected memories of Nechka from countless people, but you forgot one thing. Among what you gathered were not only real memories, but also countless emotions. Didn't you realize what kind of emotions people would feel upon seeing Nechka's condition? When people held a dying child's hand, when they felt her faint breath and saw the helplessness in her eyes, when they sensed her body growing colder and colder, what could they feel but abject pain and sorrow?
I took those emotions.
You absorbed those emotions into the Blaze Gem inscriptions and solidified them as a piece of her past. Those gray figures were projections of that past. They could only reproduce the appearance of Nechka in her sickly state. What the real Nechka wished to say was drowned out by those twisted and painful thoughts.
I didn't want things to turn out like this. All I wanted was to remember Nechka, to see her again.
Nechka has always been with you, Auntie. Everything has long been recorded on your ancient name, the one you said was useless. You exhausted every option and sacrificed everything in the hopes of saving your daughter. That is undeniable. But have you forgotten the true meaning of your own ancient name?
My ancient name is Untugu.
The immovable love between you and Nechka has already been recorded in your ancient name, but you chose to ignore that. Names are blessings from the past to the future. You told me that, Auntie. You gave Nechka her name, her first blessing. But now, you've turned her name into a prison by taking an innocent child captive, and you've imprisoned yourself.
Nechka is everything to me. Without her, I can't see any future for me. And as for blessings, what blessings have I had since the day she passed? I see her in my dreams every day, grasping my hand, telling me she's in pain, asking me to hold her. But I can't say anything. I can't grasp her hand. All I can do is shout her name over and over again until I wake up. Every day, every single day, I've hated myself, and ancient names too. Who knows? Maybe hate would have been the only thing left to her too.
You think Nechka would have come to hate you? Auntie, do you still remember the last words Nechka ever said to you? Do you remember what her final words really were? The reason you haven't felt blessed is because you've forgotten the true past. Auntie, you've been wallowing in memories of your imagination and refused to let go of them. A name without a past is nothing but a withered tree with no roots, rotting without a future. It's over, Auntie. It's all over now.
Slowly now. Why don't you stay lying down? Oh, on second thought, this might not be the best place to rest. Shilon and Nechka, Napecha, can already stand now, so we made our way over.
Thank you, Paimon and Miss Traveler. I'm fine, really. The real Nechka helped me just now, so it doesn't hurt much anymore.
That's good. If you became Nechka, then this story would really become the To Kill the Brave. This isn't the place to chat. Come on, let's get out of here.
But what about Tlasoli?
Oh, don't worry. She won't be able to cause any more trouble now.
Need a surf? Let's ride!
All right. All right, I've locked Auntie in the house with a few ropes. I'll take her to the tribe shortly to be punished for what she did. As for now, we can get away from the house and get some sun. After dealing with all of that, I'm completely out of energy.
She's already planned out everything. Shilonen sure doesn't waste time. It's still so scary to imagine. Tlasoli wanted to turn her adopted child into Nechka, and she even nearly succeeded. Yeah, she was so cool in the final moments. She went right into action and took control of the situation instantly.
Well, it's all thanks to Nempeka's resilience. She never gave up. If it weren't for her bravely trying to get help, then I wouldn't have noticed Auntie's plan so easily.
It was thanks to all of you encouraging me. After all, this was already the last idea I could think of. I tried to get the attention of many others who visited before, but they were all either quickly whisked away by Tlasoli or simply refused to believe me. Even if I told them everything, Tlasoli would just blame my illness to cover it up. All she had to do was start to cry, and then the guest would try to comfort her.
but completely forget about me. She would inspect all the letters I sent and any gifts I received. And then, if I didn't comply, she would force me to drink some strange medicine. It would put me to sleep for a few days, and it would be hard for me to remember anything. I would see a lot of weird things while I slept.
Jesus Christ.
And would start talking. I would be so scared every day. If I wasn't able to get your help this time, I might have just given up.
You have us now, Nepeka. If anyone dares to hurt you again, the Traveler and Shilonen will send them flying!
Yeah. Sorry,
You are already super brave, and you even managed to call Shilonen for help! Oh, you definitely found the right person. Shilonen isn't the kind of person who gets distracted easily by crying. She pays attention when someone's talking and doesn't miss a beat.
And it was because of your help that I was able to pick up on the details. Without you, it would have been extremely difficult for her to communicate that she needed help. Tlasoli would certainly be more on guard if I tried to speak with her, and would probably have just kept Nepeka locked up in a room again.
So we had a part to play too! But where did Tlasoli even get the confidence to try this scheme? When Nechka was alive, surely many tribe members would have tried to help her. Was she not scared that someone would realize that Nepeka wasn't Nechka?
That's certainly a possibility. The inscription she created would not only collect information related to Nechka's past, but also actively erase people's memories of Nechka. It's similar to graffiti. If you want to paint something new on a wall that has been painted before, then first you must remove the old painting. It's possible that I was also one of her targets, which would explain why she was so willing to let me have the central inscription.
Whoa. And you still took it? If it were Paimon, she would have thrown that thing away the first chance she had!
Well, you can't uncover the truth without taking some risks, right? If I hadn't disassembled the inscription myself, I would have never realized her actual motives.
So you suspected her from the very beginning?
Oh, no, she's my auntie after all. How could I have seen her as a villain from the start? The most I did was keep the possibility and a corresponding plan in mind, and it was just our luck that the worst case scenario actually happened. But now that I look back on it, we still managed to rescue a suffering child, even if that wasn't our original intention. Anyway, I think we've just about summarized everything and praised each other enough by now. Everything is finally over, and Nepeka can finally be herself.
So, what should I do now, Shilonen?
You should do whatever you like, of course. No one's going to lock you up anymore.
But I don't know what I can do. Everything I know is about Nechka. What she liked to eat, which flowers she enjoyed, how she acted and spoke. I'm not her, but I can only be like her. I don't know, Shilonen. I just don't know.
Oh, don't worry, Nepeka. The Blaze Gem inscription isn't working anymore. No one will force you to be somebody else again.
But I no longer remember anything about myself now besides my name. What if I never remember my life and lose all of my past? I'm scared, Shilonen. What should I do?
Oh, don't cry, Nepeka. Here, take this. I took some ore from Tlasoli's collection and made this as a mold.
A Blaze Gem inscription! You can make them too?
Oh, of course not. It's just a pretty piece of stone. Take it. I've engraved your name, Nepeka, on the top. This is your first blessing, the one you received from a pair of people who loved you with all their hearts. It has always protected you and stood over you, For all of past, present, and future, it's never strayed far.
But I don't even remember the names of my parents. I don't remember anything.
Huh. I won't make any big promises and say everything will return to normal. I'm not sure what kind of future you will face. I can only promise that no matter what the future holds, your name will never fade. This is a blessing given to you by a name engraver.
What's that music in the background? I swear there is some sort of like singing in the background.
You'll continue to grow and mature as a sapling sprouts upward and becomes a healthy tree, or as birds spread their wings to fly high into the sky. Your name is your starting point, as well as your guide. Remember your name and everything you've experienced, and you'll know how to step into your future.
I'll do my best. You can do it, Nepeka! Thank you all. Shilonen, Paimon, and Miss Traveler.
If you really can't come up with what to do, don't worry. Just relax and take it easy. We're from the same tribe after all. If nothing else works, I can always go to the elders and look up your history. And until then, you can stay at my workshop. I can handle another mouth to feed. Oh, I don't know if the plan will work. I'm not even sure who I should look for. Well, rather than placing our hopes on a plan that relies so heavily on luck, we should just focus on ourselves. Well, anyway, enough about all that for now. Let me take Tlasoli back to the tribe first. Oh gosh. I nearly forgot that we haven't even had dinner yet. What would you like to eat?
Huh? Oh, anything. I'm not picky.
Oh, good. Let's go. We have a lot of work to do. We have a very busy future ahead of us. Oh, and one more thing. Happy birthday, Nepeka.
Jesus Christ. Oh, that question went a little up. Here come the leader. What's it? Still a little bit more. Little epilogue bit seems.
Oh, you're here. Everything's been taken care of now. I was just about to go have a rest. Well, the tribe is still discussing that. I mean, not many have ever used ancient names to commit a crime. Pakal will have a lot on his plate. What I do know is that Tlasoli's workshop will be closed permanently, and any remaining incomplete Blaze Gem inscriptions will be completely destroyed. And as for the completed Blaze Gem inscriptions, I'll be handling them, which, yet another hassle to deal with. Anyway, at least her ancient name is fine. Otherwise, we'd have a real mess on our hands. Oh, and speaking of ancient names, I actually have some good news. The memories that were absorbed by the Blaze Gem inscriptions can be restored to their owners. Now, once all the Blaze Gem inscriptions stop working, the memories will return to their respective owners. Yeah, that's right. Wait, now that I think about it, in her attempt to get Nechka to come back, Auntie made the entire tribe forget about her. Now, Nechka really is gone, but everyone is about to remember her. Phew, what a bizarre turn of events. She's resting in my workshop. I contacted others from the tribe and told them about my plan to conduct an official investigation into her history. The tribe hasn't responded yet, so I'm planning to take her in for now and teach her some crafting skills. But that's for another time. For now, she should just rest and sleep. After all, she's got a busy future ahead of her.
And we're done. A little bit long, so we're just going to be doing the one today. Yeah, because we're going to do the one quest, so until next time, see you all later. Goodbye.